And the money bass out here on the lake. And guess what we're going to be doing today, guys? Can anybody guess? We're going to be out here trying to catch some bass for cash. That's right. You will get some cash if you guess the weight of the bass as we catch them. All right, Texas Snoop checking in. Shout out to the money team. He says, I have my popcorn. He says he's ready for some action. All right, guys. So the name of the game is Bass for Cash. We're going to wait till we have about 50 people in the chat. So I'm going to get things set up. Man, I was running. Had to try to get things ready, set up for you guys. I know you have been waiting. Shout out to the money team. We had a nice little meeting last night. For anybody that is not a member of the channel, you might want to consider becoming a member of the channel because membership does have its privileges. One of the main privileges that they're going to be getting for today is the money team. You guys will have 2 guesses at the fish as we catch those fish. So we have to have a 14-inch minimum. It has to be a 14-inch fish for it to be considered. Want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. They're going to be sponsoring today's live stream. So we're just checking the live stream, waiting for SWAT to get in here before we get active. Once again, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. The burning season says, first you have to catch a fish. Oh yeah, that is right. That is right. So the rules of engagement are in the description, guys. First, your partner Money Bass has to catch a fish. Second, I'm going to show you the fish. I'm going to put it on a measuring board. All of that good stuff that we always do to have some fun with it. Next, what's step number 3? Or was that step number 3? Then next, I'm going to have to check the likes. We're going to have to get the likes up. So I need you guys to help me out, making sure people are staying on top of the likes. Then we're going to go ahead and weigh that fish. Once we weigh that fish, if you guess the exact weight, you will be the winner of $130 today, guys. So today, once again, this is being sponsored by SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, so we're just getting things set up. Like I said, we're just waiting for some people to join in, guys. And actually, while we're waiting, did you guys receive the notification? So I scheduled this today to begin at 10:45. You saw I was just a little late, but did you receive the notification? If you received the notification, put yes in the chat if you received the notification for today's live stream. Just trying to get some feedback. So we're going to be rolling for about 2 hours today, guys. All right, the burning season said yes. And also, okay, let me see, who is this? We have Soul Fisher. We have some new people checking in. Really appreciate you for tuning in. DL Peck Fishing. Shout out to the money team. And again, if you are not a member of the money team, membership does have its privileges. So today, the pot has increased. Today, you guys have a chance to win $130. Once I catch that fish, you get 1 guess. If you put more than 1 guess in the chat, they may disqualify you. So this is being sponsored again by SWAT Lawn Operations. The members of the money team, however, they will be able to have 2 guesses at a chance to win that $130. If you are thinking about becoming a member of the channel, and while we're doing this, like I said, guys, we're just waiting for some people to come in here before we get things started for the day. But what I am going to do is I want to make sure that I have the information for you guys to be able to join the channel pinned in the description, because there was somebody that was having some issues doing that before. So trying to make things as simple as possible. Shout out to Greg Davis. He says, I got the notification. Joe Winkler says, yes, first time ever. All right, so you received the notification. Now, the second question is, did it have the new thumbnail? I tried to make a new thumbnail for you guys for the Bass for Cash. It said, let me see, Bass for Cash, you guess the weight, you win, or something like that. So if you got the new thumbnail, put new thumbnail or something like that, or yes, I got the thumbnail. So I see you guys are saying, yes, you did receive the notification, which is a great thing. So now the next part is I just need to know so I can confirm that you guys are actually seeing the new thumbnail too. All right, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that is tuning in. All right, I see the numbers kind of climbing. Another thing, keep in mind, guys, make sure you share the link to this, because just because you don't win doesn't mean you don't want one of your partners, one of your buddies to win, right? So we're going to have some fun with this one today. We're going to have 2 hours of fun. We're going to make this quick and easy. We're gonna make it happen in 2 hours worth of time. All right, let's see. All right, so what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm just setting some stuff up for the chat. And the numbers are coming on up. But yeah, so let's just do a quick lay of the land. You see, it is a nice sunny day. Look at the sunny day up there, just like it was yesterday. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Texas Noob said 2 hours. Oh yeah, I have to make it happen. I was trying to be off the water by 11, but you see, I was late today. I was late. So yeah, we're gonna run it for 2 hours, guys. All right, let's see. All right. So do we have anyone in the chat that is considering becoming a member of the channel? That's what I'm trying to set up for you guys now, since we did have someone asking about that before. And all right, there we go. All right, need you guys to just bear with me. This is a live show. We are live and in action right now. Become a channel member, join the money team. There we go. Oh, I see why the link wasn't working before, guys. I didn't have it set up right. All right. All right, so now if you guys could help me out once again, the link to become a channel member, and let me just change that a little bit. If I can edit this. Let me change it to become a member. All right, there we go. Now let's pin this for you guys. Replace pin chat. All right, there we go. Become a member. Does that make it easy for you guys? Just let me know. I need some help from the chat. All right, so we're up to about 22 people. I was thinking you guys would be hopping on here a lot sooner than this because we have $130 on the line. All right, DNA Fishing says, I see it. Okay, so you guys see the link. If somebody could click on that link just to let me know, just to confirm that the link also works. So we're out here we're going to be fishing for bass for cash today. We have 22 people in here. We have about 12 likes. Starting off early, we need to get those likes up, guys. We're going to be out here making some things happen today. And the goal, as always, you guys know I like catching the fish on top water. So that way you can actually see the explosion. You can see when that fish comes up and hits these top water baits. So that's going to be the goal of today also. But, you know, every once in a while when the fish aren't cooperating, I'll have to change the baits up a little bit. And once again, like I said earlier, shout out to the money team. Those are the members of the channel. If you are considering becoming a member of the channel, make sure you hit the join button below. The membership does have its privileges. Number one for today is you will have 2 guesses to be able to guess the weight of that fish. All right, DL Peck Fishing says, yep, the link goes directly to the membership tab. There we go. I got it right. We have Bassin with Big Malone checking in. Uh-oh. We have some people coming back. They're like, hey, I want to win that $130. Hendrick says, where did you finish in the tournament? So I finished second in the tournament yesterday. So, but it was all or nothing. So finishing second was the same as finishing last. Yeah, it was winner take all. So you had to get out there and make some things happen yesterday. So as you saw, I mean, it was a great day out on the lake. I was able to figure some things out. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to find where the active fish were at. But once I did, I started popping them. If anybody doesn't know what we're referring to, I was participating in a live tournament yesterday. And that tournament link is actually on the channel. So if you go to the channel, you'll see it's the last video that was put out. And for that, I actually put chapters in that video. So if you want to go directly to the fish catches and everything, or directly to the weigh-in, you can go directly to those links. All right, guys, so what we're doing today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get things cracking, guys. Uh-oh, shout out to Spot Remover. Spot Remover says, oh, I want 2 guesses on this. I want to win that $130. I want to get the 130. All right, let's see, guys. We're going to go ahead and get things started. All right, there we go. What is good, everybody? Back once again. It's your friendly local angler, MoneyBass, out here fishing for bass for cash. All right. Uh-oh, there we go. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. Steve Wimpy is in the chat. Steve Wimpy is in the chat. So he is the sponsor of today's live stream. Everybody shout out SWAT. Put SWAT in the chat. We need to make sure we give credit where credit is due at all times. So if you could put SWAT in the chat. That is the sponsor of today's Bass for Cash. All right, I see we're getting the likes up already. Things are looking good. All right, so the name of the game for anybody who does not know, as I catch these fish, it has to be at least a 14-inch fish for it to be a scoreable bass. And once I catch that fish, I will show it to you guys on the measuring board so you can get an idea of the size of that fish. And whoever guesses the weight of that fish, they will win $130 today, courtesy of SWAT on operations. All right, I see you guys dropping SWAT. We're gonna need the name SWAT in the chat a little bit more than that, because like I said, guys, they have increased this pot. Remember when it used to be $5? Used to be $10. They bumped it up to, what was it, $40? Now where you guys are guessing for $130. And also, I need everybody to shout out the spot remover. We have a new member to the channel. The spot remover was like, oh yeah, I'm in here. I want to get 2 guesses at this $130. So yeah, we're gonna make it fun, as we always do. I'll stay active in the chat as much as I can, but today I need to focus on getting a fish to the boat for you guys. And once I do, I need you to pay attention, because I'll try to give you guys a few clues. And when I give you those clues, I need somebody to guess the weight of that. Shout out to Joe Winkler. Shout out to Texas Noop. He says SWAT is holding down GA. That is right. Yeah, Buddy is in the chat, shouting out spot remover. All right, remember, the members of the chat, the members of the channel, you get 2 guesses per fish now. So that's the way we're running it. Membership does have its privileges. If anybody is not familiar with the rules of engagement, the link is in the description. That gives us that information. All right, so today is another bright sunny day. It's a beautiful day out here on Lake Lanier down in Georgia. See that sun shining bright? Just check out that beautiful scenery. Do you see it? Oh yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely out here. Bass and Big Malone shouting out SWAT. Really appreciate that. We have Jeff Miller checking in. Really appreciate you for tuning in today. All right, guys, and make sure that you are sharing the link for this channel also. Because if you don't guess the exact weight of the fish, maybe your buddy will. Maybe they'll take you out to lunch or something for letting them know about the channel. We have Hooptastic. Hooptastic is, oh yeah, I'm in here. I won $120. I wouldn't mind winning $120. And you know what? I wouldn't mind winning either, but I was told I can't participate. That's kind of messed up. I want to be able to participate. I want to win $130 too. But they said it wasn't fair because I actually get to hold the fish. I can look at the fish. Shout out to Joe Winkler. He says, great. Membership streaming last night. Love Big Ivy. Oh yeah, Big Ivy. We learned about Thundercats. And what was the other one, Joe? What was the other? We had a lesson on some Thundercats. I didn't know what a Thundercat was, but Big Ivy taught us a few things. And what we're referring to, the members, guys, if you are a member, we do private live streams also that are basically for the members only. We get in there and have some fun with some different topics. You never know what we're going to end up talking about. And like you guys just heard, we learned about Thundercats and Thunderbirds. That's what it was, Thunderbirds. Hooptastic said, hey, man, can you please cast? Hooptastic is like, hey, man, you need to hurry up and get us a fish to the boat. He's ready to win this $130. But Hooptastic, it's a method to the madness. It's a method to the madness. All right, so I'll cast. I guess it makes you feel a little better, like when I'm casting. So we'll cast over towards some rocks over here. How about that? So we're fishing top water baits. And again, like I told you guys, I try to catch these fish on top water first. So that way you can see the fish come up and hit these baits. Sometimes they'll come and just knock the bait out of the water. The same way you see those sharks doing the seals and stuff like that. So it gets pretty exciting once we get on a good bite. Shout out to Sounds Nurture. Says, what state are you in? I'm out here in Georgia on a lake called Lake Lanier, home of the Magnum spotted bass. We're going to get it cracking. All right, so we have a few people tuning in right now. Hopefully the numbers will keep on growing. I was a little late to the party today, but I'm here. In the chat, everybody start dropping your location. Where are you from? What state, city, country? Let's see what countries we have tuning in today. Crockett says, nobody guessed the weight the day you caught Big Belly Betty. That's right, big body. It was Big Body Betty. Big Body Belly came to the Big Body Betty. Triple B came to the party and nobody guessed the weight. All right, so we have Hooptastic says, I'm in Canada. I want some of those Canada bucks. Shout out to Hooptastic. Then we have Soul Fisher from Florida, DL Peck, Texas. Texas, by the way, of North Carolina. We have Ohio. Who is that? Tide. What is that? What is a Tide? Oh, my goodness. Tide butt hairs is in the chat. I don't even know if I want to know what that means. Shout out to, let's see. Yeah, Buddy says Texas is its own country. There you go. Spot Remover says, I'm in Alabama, but I'm here to win $130. We have Corbin. Dallas from Texas. All right, there we go. I really appreciate it. Used napkin. Now, that doesn't sound too good either. What are you going to do with a used napkin? I don't know about that one. Sonny Yo says, hi, bro, from Korea. Uh-oh, we have Korea checking in. Really appreciate you for tuning in. We have Lucky Bass says, SinCal, California, Delta. What's up going on, Collins? All right, California Central. Bass for him. All right, there we go. We have Carolyn. Carolyn says, yo, what's going on? What's good, people? Carolyn says, I'm out here to win $130. She wants to go shopping. She says, oh, yeah, I'm ready to hit the store to go shopping with that $130. John Joe says, big green pickles are going to be caught today. Oh, yeah, we're going to try to get, hopefully we can get like 3 to the boat so you guys can get some guesses in. And you have to remember, you have to do your part. You have to do your part. I'm going to be out here doing mine. I see some fish out here on bottom yet. We're not in top water country yet. We're just kind of easing along. Trying to make some things happen. And yesterday, you guys saw during the tournament, caught some fish on rocks. They were relating to rocks yesterday. And right now, I see some fish on some rocks. So we'll see if we can go ahead and get one to the boat early. Oh, my goodness. Did you see this right there? Put yes, I saw it. If you guys saw that fish come and hit right in front of the boat. Steve Wimpy says, let's go. Top water all day. There we go. John Joe says, I need some practice. Van says, what conditions do we have today? All right, so let's do a lay of the land. So we're going to, first, let's check out the boat. I'm going to be running my live imaging. This is Humminbird Mega Live. See those right there? For people who do not know, those are fish. So those are fish that I can see out there. Down here, we have our mapping, and that is the Humminbird G2N 10-inch screen. Up front, we have an Ultrex trolling motor and have a Mega 360. This kind of works like a little radar system that kind of loops around the boat to kind of give me a 360 view. I'm running a Nitro Z20. You see that right there, guys? That is the Nitro Z20. We have some more people tuning in. There we go. In the back, I'm running Minn Kota Talons. Those are shallow water anchors. They shoot down into the ground as long as I'm in 10 feet or less. They will hold me in place. And of course, this is being pushed by that 250 Mercury Pro XS 250 4-stroke powerhouse right there. That pushes this boat to around 70. You know, I hit about 70 miles an hour out here. Uh-oh, we're up to what, about 54 people. We're looking good. Oh, and the likes are already up. You guys are like, hey, you don't want any excuses once these fish start coming to the boat for me to have any delays. Is that what that's about? We have Derry Lindsay checking in, says, shout out to SWAT and MoneyBass. Oh, yeah, what's good, everybody? Back once again. It's your local angler, MoneyBass, out here trying to catch some bass for cash. We're going to have some fun with it today. See if we can get a few fish to the boat. The rules of engagement are in the description. For anybody who does not know how this thing we call bass for cash works. As I catch the fish, I will hold the fish up to a measuring board. I will let you take a look at it, let you check out the length, the width, the girth, all of that good stuff. And then you will have your chance to make one guess. You will get one guess per fish. If you guess the exact weight of the fish, then you will win $130. Now, the other part to that are the members of the money team, the people that you see, like Steve Wimpy. Like, who else do we have in here? We have Steve Wimpy. We have DL Peck Fishing. We have Big Ivy. We have Joe Winkler. We have Spot Remover. Shout out to Spot Remover, a new member of the channel. Let's see, did I miss anybody? We have Chappie. Chappie is in the chat. And, of course, Joe Winkler, Texas Noop. Those are members of the channel. They will actually be able to have two guesses. Membership does have its privileges. So if you want multiple guesses, which is two, they get two guesses, then you might want to consider joining the channel. We do private live streams like we had last night. We have a good time in there. A lot of joking around, talking about different fishing techniques, and really just different topics, whatever you guys want to talk about. I actually bring you up on the screen. Look at that little fish right there. We had a fish follow this bait all the way back to the boat. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Shout out to Clint Perry. We have Clint Perry in here. Crocker says, what are you using? What are you trying to catch those fish with? I'm catching them with a shaky head right now. So this is a Duckett fishing rod, 7.2 medium with a Lewis spinning reel. I have, what is this, 15 or 20 pound braid, high vis yellow, so that I can track it in the water. But this high vis yellow is tied to a fluorocarbon leader that is either 10 or 12 pound line, and it's about 15 to 20 feet long. So those fish don't see this leader. All right, and I'm throwing a shaky head, so that's what I'm throwing. All right, Austin says, you got the Mega Live. I work at a distribution place in Ontario, and I just got one for my Helix. All right, good deal. Let me see, brought one in for service and used his warranty. So I got handed. Okay, all right, good deal with that. All right, Happy Days, Happy Place. He says, wish I was with you throwing a bass snapper. What is that? A bass snapper crappie jig, reeling it from extremely slow. Okay. All right, so he has a few techniques going on. Austin says, we sell everything Humminbird and Minn Kota. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and start getting focused. We're going to hone in. We have Wicked Weasel checking in. Wicked Weasel knows what Bass for Cash is all about. All right, I see some fish out there sitting in about 15 feet of water relating to some rocks. So we're going to hit those in the head for a minute and see. John Joe says, need $1 million. John said, 130 isn't enough for me. I need 1 million. Connor Quick says, where are you fishing and what state is it? I am fishing at Lake Lanier in Georgia. We're out here fishing for some of these spotted bass. As I catch these spotted bass, we will be playing the guessing game. Bass for Cash is what we call it. All right, the likes are looking good, guys. I guess you guys want me to go ahead and get it cracking and catch some fish early today. So I just wanted to take a quick second, get things rolling. What's going on, Brian? We have Brian tuning in. All right, guys. The Bass for Cash is in full effect. It's happening. It's happening right now. All right, let's see. What did I change up yesterday? I changed something up yesterday. And that is what it is right there. I might need to change that back. We'll see, man. Don't you hate it when a hook gets stuck in your finger? All right, so, what is that right there? Let's check that out. All right, and yesterday you guys saw that the drop shots actually came into play. I'm gonna move some of these rods that I don't plan on using back to the back of the boat. So we're still getting things set up. I still see we have people trickling in and out of the live stream today. But we are definitely gonna have some fun with it today, guys. Now, in the event that you guys do not guess the weight of a fish that is caught, we're gonna have to defer to the sponsor, Steve Wimpy, to see how he wants to handle that. Because the last few times, you guys have not guessed the weight of the fish. All right, so we're gonna drop down straight on these fish, see if we can get any to, oh my goodness, right off the bat. Do you guys see it? Do you see it? So that's how you do it, just like that. The bendation is real. That right there, do you see the way the rod bends? We call that the bendation. Now, this right here is not gonna be a scoreable fish. I do not believe, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We can do a, let's flip him to the boat. Bam! Flipped it right to the boat. Let's get some hands on him. So I looked and saw those fish down there. I was like, let's go ahead and catch one. So yes, this is definitely not gonna be a scoreable fish, but you guys are gonna see what the process looks like. There we go. Crocker says, hit that thing immediately. That is correct. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Do you see the size of the fish? This fish was like, yeah, I'm small, but I was strong. I had a little bendation going on. All right, so what I do is I will show you guys the fish. So let's take a look at it. I'll put it on a board. That's the measuring board. Put his mouth up to the front and his tail to the back. So that fish is right at just a little under 12 inches. So how much do you think? Wicked Weasel said it's a dink. That is correct. And a lot of times on the drop shot, I catch dinks on it, if I catch anything at all. All right, so we're gonna do a practice round. So you guys go ahead, and if Steve Wimpy is in here, put scales open in the chat. Now, this is a practice round. This is not official. In order for it to be an official Bass for Cash payout, the fish has to be 14 inches. This fish was too short. So this is just a practice round right here. So you see it, guys? We are going to turn the scale on, zero it out. Do you see the zeros right there? All right, so those are the zeros. Now we're gonna guess the weight of this fish. Now I think this fish is going to be like 0.67. Now let's go with 0.65. I'm gonna say 0.65 on this one. I see you guys putting your Josiah says 0.63 is his final. All right, so now let's go ahead and put it on the scale. You guys saw the scale zeroed out. Bam, here we go. Uh-oh, what was my guess, guys? We locked it in at 0.67. Oh, man, wait a minute. Did I say 0.67 and then changed it? All right, but that's how we do it, guys. So you see it locked in. So once that scale locks in like that, if you guessed 0.67, all right, I need you guys in the chat to look back up there. Who guessed? Okay, and shout out to Texas Noop. If you take a look at Texas Noop, he put two guesses separated by a comma. The money team will be able to get two guesses like that. So this little fish right here locked in at 0.67. So if somebody would have guessed that weight when we're doing the official Bass for Cash, then they would have won a cool $130, just that quick and simple. All right, so there we go. So we're gonna let him go back and tell his friends about his alien abduction that he just experienced. All right, so that one was 0.67. All right, in the chat, who won that one? Did anybody guess the weight? Did anybody have 0.67? Just curious to see who might who knows the weight of their fish. And also shout out to the money team. You guys saw that they had 2 guesses. And I can tell you right now that being able to have 2 guesses in that chat is going to come in handy at some point. Now I see another fish down there, and let me just show you guys how I'm knowing that there are fish down there. This squiggly line right here, this is the bottom of the lake. That squiggly line is a fish down there swimming around. This over here on this side is some type of tree or something that's down there that those fish are kind of hiding in. They're relating to. And all I'm doing is just taking a bait that kind of imitates a small fish. See that right there? That's what that fish bit. That's what it tried to eat. All right, so in the chat, who won that one? Did anybody guess it? Connor Quick says, how do I join the money team? All right, so the link is pinned in the chat. So it should say become a member right there. And if you don't see that, then there should be like a little $ right next to where you're typing your messages at. All right, there's another fish going down to it, guys. There's another fish already going down to that bait. Brian says, are you a pro fisherman? No, sir. I'm just out here enjoying life. I'm a pro at life. How about that? So, no, I mean, I do fish tournaments, but I don't fish on the pro side. I fish the BFLs. If anybody doesn't know what that is the Bass Fishing League through MLF. I did fish that, but it wasn't really for me. I find more enjoyment. Actually, doing these live streams with you guys is really the most, to me, one of the funnest ways of coming out here fishing, because I'm out here catching fish. I'm enjoying the scenery. Check it out, guys. I'm out here being able to relax on the lake. I can fish a tournament or 2 like I did yesterday if I feel like it. No obligation. All right, so check them out, guys. Those fish right there just swim up, and now they're swimming back down to this bait. Can you see all of those fish? They just swim right back down there to that bait. Texas Noob says, shout out to the Thundercats. Are the Thundercats watching today? Is Big Ivy isn't in the chat yet. Plain Sense says, I thought you was a, what is that? What is a conger eel on my fish finder? But I just had it on my knee. Shout out to Tucker. Tucker says, what lake are you on? I'm out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. We're fishing for spotted bass, magnum spotted bass, but we just need something that's 14 inches or better. The official sponsor said it has, so DL Peck Fishing said nobody had 0.67 except for me. But I think I changed my guess. I had 0.67 and then I think I changed it to 0.65. So nobody guessed it. And what happens when that happens is it just rolls over. So which means I would have to catch another fish before you guys will be able to guess again. All right, let's keep on moving. Let's make one more cast with that shaky head. And then we're going to roll out and go after some bigger fish, guys. I know for Bass for Cash, you guys probably don't even care whether it's a bigger fish or a smaller fish. You're just like, hey, hurry up and catch something so we can win some money. All right, let's make one more cast with that shaky head. Then we're gonna roll out. So the crowd is growing. We have about 66 people in here. We have 46 likes. You guys know I really like it when you take the time to hit the like button. It does help the channel a lot. All right, so we're gonna make a cast back there and just fish this back to the boat. Take a look, guys. You see it's a nice sunny day. No clouds around. The day is pretty, but it doesn't necessarily help the fishing whenever it's a bright sunny day like this. There is a drone up there, guys. Oh, I see it. The drone is up there looking at me. You guys probably can't see that drone, but I'm pretty sure that drone can see me. We have some drone footage going on. Brian says, are the fish suspended? Yes, sir. We have suspended fish and we have some fish that are down on the bottom right now. All right, so Bass for Cash is in full effect. We have about 80 people in here. I know you guys were hoping that I would have already caught one before we had more people tuning in, because I know some of you know the less people that there are to guess, maybe the better chances it is for you to win. But yeah, so I kind of figured that, once we got started, more people would be coming in. All right, so I'm kind of hung up on these rocks. We're going to get this knocked out. Big Ivy says, he says, I'm in here. I'm 6'7". Are you saying you're 6'7", Big Ivy? Is that what you're saying? Are you really that tall? All right, Hendrick says the DNR is on to you. Oh yeah, maybe that they're investigating me. They're like, is he out there hosting Bass for Cash? Is that what's happening out there? Let's go take a look. DL Peck says somebody wants to know your spot's really bad. They're like, where is that MoneyBass at? All right, Tucker Webb says, same dude, it's my home lake. I can tear them up down there. Okay, I bet you can. There's some people out here that can come out here and catch 20 pounds on the regular. I'm not that guy yet, though. Shout out to Crockett. Said, no, he's 67 years old. Oh, okay. Big Ivy does not look like he is 67. Big Ivy is not 67 years old. All right. We're going to go ahead and get it cracking now, guys. We're going to move around. The name of the game is Run and Gun. And before we do that, let's go ahead and change up one of these baits. So I hit spot. This anchor right here controls this trolling motor up front, which in turn can lock us in place so I can come back here and tie on my baits and everything. So we're going to get ready for today, guys. We're going to be out here for 2 hours is the official plan. So that's the plan of the day, is to be out here for 2 hours. But the members of the money team, they don't think I can do it. They're like, MoneyBass, you always say you're going to be fishing for 2 hours. And it never happens. It never happens. But today, we're going to get out here, try to catch these fish pretty quick, so you guys will have more chances at putting some guesses in. Big Ivy says, I'm number 67 in this room. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so we have about 68 people in here watching right now. As we continue to just getting this knot tied, as we continue to keep fishing and be on the live stream, that number will probably increase, guys, so you have a little more competition. Wango Tango back in here. He says, Big Dog MoneyBass, what up? What's going on, Wango Tango, out here? Just trying to catch a few fish. Just a few fishes. You know how we do get out here and have some fun with it. All right, let me get a practice cast in with that. All right, good long cast. There we go. That's exactly what we need. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that bait coming across the water, but generally, whenever a fish will come up and hit it, you guys will actually be able to see. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, you guys will be able to see a fish whenever it comes up and hits that bait. It looks real good the way that it's reflecting off of the water from the sun. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start moving around. We're going to start targeting the fish that we need to target. See if we can get a nice keeper to the boat. So the Bass for Cash has officially started. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. You're hanging out with your local neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here doing this thing that we call Bass for Cash. Bass for Cash, where you guys get to guess the weight. You guess the exact weight of the fish, you will win some cash. That's why we call it Bass for Cash. Just that simple. And if you are a member of the money team, those are the members of the channel, you will get 2 guesses. Everybody else, you get 1 guess per fish. Membership does have its privileges. Now, somebody asked earlier, how do they become a member of the money team? All you do is click that link. It'll say become a member. It's pinned to the chat, and it is in the description. All right. So who was it that was asking about the membership a little earlier? Oh my goodness, we have Clint Perry chiming in with a super sticker. Hit the channel with the $5 super sticker, guys. He is the current sponsor of today's live stream. As always, this channel is sponsored by you guys, the viewers, subscribers, and people that just slide through to see what is going on over there with this MoneyBass Cash for Bass thing. Why is everybody watching him? Why is everybody in the chat having a good time? What's really going on over there? But big shout out to Clint Perry. Really appreciate that. All right, so we've started, guys. We've started. We're going to run for about 2 hours today. We're looking to get about 3 fish to the boat for you guys so you guys can make some guesses, see if anybody can win a little bit of money. So you can get out there and have some fun this weekend. The spot remover says, can I add money to the Bass for Cash pot? So the Bass for Cash pot, the way that works, yes, you can, sir. Those funds are paid directly to the person that wins. So generally what they've been doing is they will put their Cash App. Once that person wins, they will put their Cash App. All right, guys, I see some action down there. So I'm checking to see if any of these fish want to come out and play. A fish did want to come out and play, but it didn't commit. So yeah, just in the chat, how much do you want to add to the Bass for Cash payout? I'm pretty sure the people will be appreciative of that. Big Ivy said, you're going to be out there for 4 hours. Yeah, shout out to Clint Perry. If everybody could, drop CP in the chat. He hit the channel with the $5 super chat, super sticker. So he is the current sponsor of today's live stream. All right, can you guys see that bait dancing across the top of the water? All we're trying to do is just get a fish to come up and hit on top, because I want you guys to be able to see those top water strikes. All right, but yes, Spot remover. Shout out to Spot remover. Uh-oh, he wants to add 20. He wants to make the pot $150. All right, so how will you pay those funds out to the person that wins? Generally, I think what we said is people have been doing Cash App. All right, so Spot remover, is that official? Put official $20 increase in the chat. That way we can have confirmation so we can let people know. And if he puts official confirmation in there, that means if you guess, you will receive $130 from SWAT Lawn Operations, and you will receive an additional $20 from the new member to the Money Team, the Spot Remover, coming in and making things happen. Really appreciate that. All right, so who was that? Don Bark says he is. All right, it's official, guys. The pot is now $150. Once we get this fish to the boat, you guess the weight of that fish, you will get $150. Spot remover, can I play too? SWAT Lawn Operations says I can't play. They said I'm disqualified because I get to hold the fish. Do you think that's fair, Spot remover? Can I play? Can I play my own game too? Can I guess? Can I win? I want to have fun just like everybody else. All right, Hawks fan said, let's go. Let's get it. Reefer cheese. What is that? Reefer Chiefer. The lawman says, show me that Mega Live. All right, let me pull up here so I can show you what I'm looking at on the Mega Live. Reefer Cheaper, the lawman. For some reason, those things sound kind of odd together. All right, so there we go. So this is the cover that I'm fishing, and those are the fish that you kind of see moving around it. They're sitting out there at about 70 feet or so. They already came up, tried to hit the bait, but they didn't commit to it. So now I'm gonna make one more cast, and then we're gonna move on. So we're trying to make it quick and simple, guys. We're about 75 people in here that want to win some cash for bass. They're like, hey man, I think I can guess the weight of one of those fish and win me some cash. Shout out to Alexandria. She says, your guesses have been off, money, so I don't think you will. Oh, that is messed up. That is messed up. I can't believe you said it about me. I thought we was cool. I thought we were cool. I thought we were homies. All right, let's see. All right, guys. So we're going to see if Since they wouldn't come up and hit on top, we're going to see if we can go ahead and yank one out of there on the bottom. So Lauren says, just in the door. Any fish yet? Yes, we have. We have one fish that we got to the boat, but that fish did not account because it was not a keeper based on the size limits required on this lake. So the fish to be an official bass for cash, a bass for cash fish. I thought I had another one, guys. It has to be 14 inches. Texas Snoop says it was a chicken hawk fish. Oh yeah, I caught a little hawky. A little hawk, a little chicken hawk fish. What do you call a baby hawk? All right, let's see. Are you a pro fisherman? Brian says, am I a pro fisherman? No, sir, I am not. I am not a pro fisherman. Well, I guess it all depends. What do you consider a pro? So some people say if you make money at a certain thing, like a guide or something like that, then you could be considered a pro. A pro may be somebody that, that makes cash, that makes money from whatever it is that they do. So if that's the case, then I could be. You never know. Big Ivy said it was a DINK. Oh, yeah, it was a DINK. Shout out to Chauncey Davis. And we also have the Pale Rider. And he says the spot remover, send it to Steve and he can add it to the pot. Well, I would say just have him go ahead and send it. Right now, we're just sending it directly to the person that wins to try to keep things simple for now. But we may end up changing the way we do that. Brian says, do you compete with money? Yes, sir. I was just in a tournament yesterday that I broadcast live for you guys to be able to tune in and watch. I was able to bring in, I believe it was 10, a little over 10 pounds, 10.64. So I guess a little over 10 and a half. Oh my goodness, guys, they're schooling out there. All right, so that's what we need. That's what we generally go for, is schooling fish. So let's go ahead and change things up a little bit. Spot Remover says, Steve, how do I send you the $20? So what I would say, Spot Remover, do you have Cash App? If you have Cash App, I would say just hold on to it. And that way you can send it directly to the winner. We'll keep it simple like that. We have Fred Chambers checking in. He says, they sell mostly filet fish at the market. I like whole fish. Fred says, let me hit the like button. Oh, yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button. We have Sry. Am I pronouncing that right? How do you pronounce that? Venmo and PayPal only. All right. So, hey, however we have to get it done, we'll get it worked out. But everybody, the payout is officially $150. All you have to do is guess the weight of the fish that is caught, as long as it's a 14-incher or better, and you will be in the runnings to win a cool $150 today. All right, sorry for swinging. Okay, there we go. Sorry for swinging. Now, what kind of swinging are you talking about? Shout out to Hawk Fan, says first place yesterday. Other boat had 2 anglers. Hawk Fan does not like that format so yes, in the tournament, I was fishing solo, but the people that I was fishing against, they had 2 people in the boat. And basically, each boat brings in the best 5. So technically, there is an advantage if you have 2 rods in the water versus 1. But, I still thought I could get out there and take them. It was close. If I had connected with, just 1 or 2 more of those fish that I had missed, it may have been a different story. So I lost by 3.77 pounds. And I had there's a fish right here, guys. All right, it didn't hit it. I don't know if you guys saw that fish that was on top right there, but I had to take a swing at it. Hawk Fan says, you smoked him. He says, you smoked him, baby. Yeah, so I was, I rolled solo. I stepped on the scene solo. The other people had, 2 people competing. Fred Chambers says, did you catch the fish today or are we waiting for the fish? So I've caught 1 fish so far, but that fish did not qualify for Bass for Cash because it was too small. It was a little dinkster. It was small. In order for it to count, it has to be a 14-inch fish, because that is the limit on the fish for this lake. They have to be 14 inches or better. All right, make sure you guys continue to hit the like button as you come into the chat. Today, we are playing for $150. Texas Talk said, it looks like some good swimming water. All right, so we're scouting around, guys. We're scouting. We're scouting, looking for some fish. We're bass hunting. Shout out to the bass hunter. I don't know if he's in here today. Sorry for Swinging says, what's the lure we have on today? So you know how I do. I'm out here fishing with Topwater lures, because I want you guys to be able to see those fish whenever they come up and hit these baits. So this current setup that I have, this is a 7-foot medium spinning rod. The reel that I'm using is a Lew's Mach 2. You see that? A Lew's Mach 2. And you guys know that I like putting braid as the backing on my spinning reels. And then I have that tied to this 10-pound fluorocarbon leader using an Alberto knot. The bait that I'm using, it's all chrome. I call it chromey chrome. There we go. Take a look at that. Nice and simple with a feathered hook on the back. Okay, I see him hitting on top out there in the distance. It's a good sign. That's a good sign. They just need to wait on me. Wait for me to get there. Since the water does not have too much chop, and what that means is if you take a look at the water, it's pretty smooth looking. It doesn't really have too much disturbance on it. And that does make it a little harder to catch fish whenever we're out here trying to catch these topwater fish, or trying to catch them in general. All right, Fred Chambers says the big fish and know the fake from the rebait. What is that? Reason why it was so small. The baby fish don't like the fake bait from the real bait. All right, gotcha. Shout out to Bill Holly. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Kent Clark says, I fished in college and I interned with missile baits. Okay. I work along with John Cruz. All right, I know who that is. Live footage of small, regional, local, etc. is a great idea. Way to make your own space. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to do something a little different. Got to give the people what they want. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get some of these fish to come up and play this game we call Bass for Cash, guys. Do they want to play today? All right, so today's pot for anybody that is just tuning in is $150 will be paid out. So we had an increase on it. So somebody wanted to see what this live imaging looks like. This right here, this purple haze is setting that I have, but these are the fish that I'm targeting. I'm kind of backing off of these fish right now, because I don't want them to come swimming over towards the boat. I want them to keep their distance. All right, so let's see. Let's see, guys. Oh, it's right behind it, guys. Oh, my God. That was a big one. That fish was huge. It swam up right behind the bait, but I was too close to him, guys. Ah, that was terrible. That was terrible, guys. It was just about to put its mouth on it, and then it changed its mind. Let's back off of him again. Let me just show you. See, these are the fish right here. Those are some real big fish. So if I can get one of those fish to come up here, then it'll be official. It'll be official like the referee's whistle. Yeah, Buddy says you were lagging while you were explaining. Brian says, for some reason, I do better on the bank than on a boat. I love big women. Who is that? Who says such a thing? I guess everybody needs to be loved, huh? You never know who you're going to meet in the chat. Man, we had a nice one that was about to come up and make some things happen. But it changed its mind on us. But we're still going to get things cracking, guys. We're still going to get things cracking. Henny says, have you caught anything today? Yes, we have, but it does not count because it was not an official bass for cash fish. It was just a little too small. They have to be 14 inches for it to be official. And the one that we caught was, I believe it was what, a little over 12 inches, I think, guys. Is that right? All right, so those fish aren't going to play anymore. So let's keep on rolling. Let's keep on rolling. Make sure you guys continue to hit that like button. We're going to see if we can hit that 100 like mark again today. Don Bark says, do you think the feather has an effect on the chasers and short strikes? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. The spot remover says, hold up, swole up. I am the sponsor of today's live stream. He has hit us with the $50 super chat. Now, keep in mind, everybody, Spot Remover has added $20 onto the pot for the Bass for Cash. So that is officially $150. The funds sent into the channel are to support the channel, guys. And he hit the channel with a $50 super sticker. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. You gotta love it. Big shout out. Everybody put Spot Remover in the chat. Spot Remover is the sponsor of today's live stream. All right. Let's see, guys. Let's see. We're gonna see if we can make some things happen for you today. Brian says, hit him with the wacky worm. Yeah, once again, big shout out to the Spot Remover. Oh, my goodness, guys. They're schooling right there. They're schooling. They're schooling. They're schooling. All right, guys, we got him. We got him. Do you see him? Did you see the explosions? Did you see him on top? Oh, my goodness. He's on there. Hit him right in the mouthpiece. We got him. We got him. Did you see it? Put I saw it in the chat. I don't want him to jump because if he jumps, he might throw the bait. Do you see the bendation? Do you see it? Put I see it in the chat if you see it. Now, I got to work this fish back to the back to the boat. Now, this is going to be an official Bass for Cash fish if I can get it back to the boat. Now, this is a keeper. This is a keeper. Do you hear me breathing? Do you hear me breathing hard? I'm breathing. Oh, goodness. It's trying to jump, guys. It's trying to jump. Oh, it jumped on me. It jumped on me. It's trying to come off. It's trying to come off. I got to get the net. It's fighting. Do you see him? It's a fighter. It's a fighter. Ah! Oh, we got him. We got him. Oh, my goodness. Did you see it? Did you see the bendation? You gotta love it. The bendation nation is in full effect. We're out here making some things happen, guys. It is official. It is time for some Bass for Cash. Oh, I see the numbers coming up now. We have about 100 people in here. They're like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to win 150. So you guys are fishing for $150 right now. Well, I guess I'm fishing for you for $150. It's nice. I told you guys it was a nice one out there. Look at the stomach. Do you see the stomach? The stomach, it's like, oh yeah, I'm fat. I'm fat right here, but look at my waist. My waist is slim. This fish is, hey, buddy, I'm still sexy though. My waist is slim. My stomach is fat though. Who was it in the chat that said, I like big women? We had somebody in the chat that said, I like big women. Well, this right here is a big one. One of the first things that we do, guys, is we have to name this fish. So let's go ahead and get the hooks out of her mouth. She's like, hey, MoneyBass, you know, this is not all that comfortable. Can you take the hook out for me? So let's go ahead and get the hooks out. Oh, yeah, look at her. Look at her. Do you see her looking at you? All right, for those who have not seen a spotted bass, I'm going to need to put it in the live well because we do catch and release these fish, but let me just show you how it looks. It's lovely. Look at the nice colors on there. This is what you call a Lake Lanier spotted bass. It's pretty. P-U-R-D-Y. It's pretty. It's a pretty fish. All right, so we're going to drop him in the live well. Drop her in the live well. But what is her name, guys? What is her name? We need a name in the chat. You know what? And I think you guys need to shout me out too. We need to shout out MoneyBass. Everybody put MoneyBass in the chat. We're out here catching bass for cash. Now, this is a 15-inch measuring board. This fish is past that 15-inch mark. Can you see it? Can you see it? The 15-inch mark. Oh my goodness. Brian said Big Bertha. We already had a Big Bertha. We caught Big Bertha last week. So we're gonna put it down in the live well for a minute while we come up with a name. But check it out. Check it out. Nice and lovely. All right, so there we go. Got her in the live well. Got her in a little bit of water. So let's go ahead and turn the live well on. So what we do is we close up the tank, guys. This lever right here, it closes the tank, and then we're gonna give her some water. We'll put some recertification. We're gonna recirculation. We're gonna recertify. All right, so there we go, guys. Quick and easy. That is what we call the bass for cash game. You guys saw that fish come and hit on top water. If you saw that fish come and hit on top, put I saw it. Put I saw it. And if you saw those other fish that were with it, that is why I throw the top water baits for you guys. Now we're sitting at 75 likes. I think we should have more than 75 likes, guys. We're about to give away $150, and all you have to do is guess the weight of that fish. Now, something that I do need to do is hopefully this other line did not get hung up on bottom. Now, see, in a tournament, I don't know if you guys saw what I did. I cast 2 lines out at the same time. In a tournament, you can't do that. But bass for cash, the goal is to get the bass to the boat so you guys could see some cash going to your pocket. So I'll cast 2 rods out there. You guys saw me one time, I cast 3 rods out there. Well, I tried to cast 3, but before I could cast the 3rd one, a fish actually came up, grabbed my bait, and yanked my entire rod, reel, bait, and everything. I just watched it splash into the water and go swimming off. If you actually saw that, put I remember. If you saw when that happened to me, put I remember in the chat. I just want to see who's participating and see who's been watching, who knows the history of this channel. We're always out here having some fun with it. Man, the numbers dropped. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Some people are like, hey, I don't even want to take a guess. But I see the guesses coming in. So this is how we do the guessing game, guys. Whew, let me catch my breath. Let me catch my breath. That was some action. All right, Timothy Turner says, I remember. Joe Winkler remembers. Pale Ryder says, oh, I remember when that rod went flying into the water. Derry says, I remember too. Derry Lindsay says, oh, yeah, I was there. All right, so here are the rules of engagement, guys. The angler catches a fish. That's me. I'm the angler. I catch a fish first. Then that fish has to be 14 inches or better. That fish is definitely over 14 inches. As you saw, it's way over 15 inches. So it qualifies for bass for cash. So now I show you guys the fish on the measuring board like I just showed you. I showed you the length. I showed you the width. I didn't show you the girth yet, but I'm going to show you the girthification. Let me just show you that real quick. Girthification. That's something. Does anybody know the definition of girthification? If you know the definition of girthification, put it in the chat. Oh my goodness, it's mad. She's mad. Beautiful Brenda. Okay, that's what we'll call it. We call it Beautiful Brenda. Look at Brenda down there. BB. We had Big Body Betty last Friday. Big Body Betty weighed 5 pounds. What do you guys think Beautiful Betty is gonna weigh? Am I saying that right? Was it Beautiful Betty? Beautiful Brenda. We have Beautiful Brenda. Shout out to, who was that said that name? Hawk Fan. All right, there we go, everybody. Everybody put Beautiful Brenda in the chat. Put Beautiful Brenda in the chat. That is the name of this fish. So we're going to say that this is Beautiful Brenda. Now, let me show you what girthification is. Did anybody put it in the bass for him? What? Oh, my God. Bass for him. What are you? Who else was in here causing problems in the chat? Bass for him. I do not know what you're talking about. All right, let's check the girthification. So I'm going to start it right here at this 10. This 10 mark on here is basically this is equivalent to 1. So let's check the girthification on this fish. It's about 4.5 inches of girth. Do you see the width, the girth? The width is about, what is that? 2.5 to 3 inches, about 3 inches wide and about 4.5 inches. Oh my goodness. Beautiful Brenda has some nice girthification going on her. Jane says Beautiful Brenda is 3.4 pounds. All right. So the way that we do the bass for cash game, now that I've caught the fish, I've shown you guys the length, the width, the girth. You've seen the eyeballs. You saw the way that Beautiful Brenda was looking at you. Now she's in there just relaxing. You know, she's taking a nice cool relaxation in the cool tub. It's not a hot tub, it's a cool tub. We're gonna put some more water in there for her. All right, so there she goes. She's relaxing in there, guys. All right, so it is almost time for the official Bass for Cash. Now, we're at 78 likes. We're at 78 likes. So we got to make these count, guys. You have to put in an accurate guess. That way, somebody can win 150 right off of the bat. We're only going to be rolling out here for about 2 hours. We're sitting at about 12 o'clock. I think we have about 1 hour left. We have about 1 hour left. All right, so what we're going to do, we need the likes. We're at 79 likes. We're about to give away $150. How many likes do you guys think we need for this? Crockett says we're at 80. That's right. DL Peck Fishing says, please keep it clean in the chat. Oh yeah, he's watching. You know how you do your fingers like that? His eyes are on you. DL Peck says, I have this wrench. He says, I'm a mechanic in these YouTube streets. DL Peck said, I'm watching you. All right, Crockett, I agree with Crockett. We need 100 likes. We need 18 more people to hit the like button. Once we get those 18 likes, I'm going to show you the fish one more time. I'm going to show it to you on the measuring board. I'm going to show you the length, the width, the girthification, all that good stuff. Last time I gave you guys kind of a indication of what I thought the weight was. The last one it ended up being 5.09 pounds. And I told the hint that I gave you was that it was between 4 pounds and 6 pounds. And you guys still did not guess the correct weight. It was 5.09. This one right here, I won't give you guys any hints like that because sometimes it throws people off. So we're looking for 100. All we need is 15 more likes, guys. And if you are watching this show right now and you know somebody that can get online, they need to get online now and put their guess in the chat once we say scales are open, because this is their chance to win $150. And all they have to do is guess the weight of the fish. So let me just show you guys the fish in the live well one more time. And while these likes are coming up, we only need 15 more likes. Once we get 15 more likes, we're going to weigh this fish. Look at it. Look at her. Brenda is beautiful. We have beautiful Brenda in the live well. Go ahead and turn the live well off. We have beautiful Brenda in the live well, guys. So while we're waiting for those likes to come up, we need 14 more likes. I'll go ahead and keep fishing. See if we can get another one to the boat just in case nobody guesses the weight of this fish. Hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully somebody will guess the weight of the fish so that we can, you know what I mean? Somebody will win $150 right off of the bat. Now that would be pretty impressive. All right, so we have caught 2 fish, got 2 fish to the boat. We've been rolling for just a little over an hour. But we've been fishing. What would you guys say? Maybe we've been fishing for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so. Been doing a lot of explaining and everything so everybody knows what's going on. All right, we're at 89. We need 11 more likes, guys. We need 11 more likes. Allegedly Frog Megsy says, what bait are you using? I caught that fish on it was a spinning setup. I showed you guys the setup just a second ago. I'll show you one more time. So I'm throwing a spinning rod. This is a 7-foot medium. This is a 7-foot medium, so it has some nice flex to it. All right, Alexandria is putting some information in there. Make sure you guys read the chat right there that Alexandria just dropped for you guys, some important information. So this is a 7-foot medium, so it has nice flex on the tip. Let me just show you guys that right there, because this allows me to get a longer cast in there. So it has some good flexibility, and it has treble hook, so it kind of helps me with fighting these fish back to the boat. And the bait that I'm using, you wanted to see that? It's a chrome, all chrome. All right, Topwater, I'm a skimmer. There's a link in the description. So anybody that's interested in any of the products that you see me using, always make sure you check the links in the description. It'll say discount products. And also, it is hat and hoodie season. Hat and hoodie season. Big shout out to the Spot Remover. Hit the channel with the $50 super chat, super sticker. So the Spot Remover is the sponsor of today's live stream. We are at 92 likes. And let me just read this message from Alexandria real quick. The weight must be exact, and the scales will not be, and the scales will not be accepted until Steve Wimpy announces scales are open. So that is correct. So once Steve Wimpy announces scales open, that's when the official weigh-in begins. It has not begun yet, guys. If you give more than one guess, you will be disqualified. The only people that can give more than one guess are the members of the Money Team. If you are a member of the channel, you can guess more than once. And if you get that guess right, you will win a cool $150 today. If anybody wants to know how to become a member of the channel, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. It's pinned in the chat. And the link is also in the description. Becoming a member of the channel does have its privileges, one of which is attached to the guessing game. All right, guys? Are there any questions? If you guys have any questions in the chat, make sure you're dropping those questions in. Oh, my goodness, guys. We got another one. We got a younder. We got another one that has some nice pounds to it. The bendation was real. Did you see it? Do you see the bendation? Oh, yeah, she's coming. Brenda has a friend. Brenda's friend was like, oh, yeah, I'll take a bite of that. Here she comes. She's about to see the boat. Can you see her down there? She sees the boat. She's trying to go crazy on me. She's like, oh, my goodness, I see MoneyBass trying to get the net. If he gets the net on me, he's going to get me to the boat. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, she went wild at the boat. Did you see it? If you saw it, I saw that in the chat. We're out here making some things happen. Texas Snoop says, money is on something today. Oh, yeah, we're on it. We're on some bass for cash. I told you I want you guys to win, but you know what? I don't think this fish is going to qualify. It doesn't look like it's going to be 15 inches, but we're about to find out and see. All right, we're about to find out and see. Let's go ahead and get these hooks out so we can make this official. All right, there we go. It's definitely not a keeper. And this one wasn't that smart either. I wasn't even moving the bait anymore. It was just sitting there. But that fish was like, hey, I saw it moving. Do you see the eyes? Do you see the orange and red eyes? It's looking kind of mean. We'll call this one Little Timmy. I don't think Little Timmy is going to make the weight. All right, we're at 93 likes, guys. We need 7 more likes. And then we would do the official bass for cash. All right, so do you guys see it? That fish right there is hitting right at about 13 inches. It has to be 14 inches to be official. So let's go ahead and send it back home so it can go back here and tell its friends how it was a victim of an alien abduction. Like, you guys won't believe what just happened to me. Seriously, you won't believe what just happened. Let's go ahead and send it back home. All right, there we go. All right, let's check on beautiful Brenda. I bet she's in here laying on her side, just relaxing. Let's see. I knew it. As soon as we saw her, she was like, oh yeah, you're trying to sneak up on me. But there we go, beautiful Brenda. This fish right here hopefully will win somebody $150 in just a minute or two. All right, well, yeah, we only need 7 more likes, guys. Tiny Tim. Oh yeah, that was Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim was like, yeah, I want to take a bite of that bait. All right, so there we go, guys. We've been fishing for about an hour or so. We have 3 fish to the boat so far. One of them is official, like a referee's whistle, that may win somebody $150. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, let's see. Load of Bull Trading says, you sound like Snoop Dogg. If Snoop Dogg wasn't high. Oh, my goodness. Said I sound like Snoop Dogg. I think somebody said that before. Is Snoop Dogg ever not high? I don't really know. All right, let's see. What else are you guys talking about? I Love Big Women says, that's Brenda's boy. He come looking for her. She's like, so little tiny Timmy was like, where's mama at? Where's my mama? We'll be letting her go in just a minute. We're not going to eat beautiful Brenda. All right, Fred Chambers says, good cast. The fish are biting. Oh, yeah. Where am I fishing at? Allegedly, Frog Megsy says, where am I fishing at? I'm at Lake Lanier down here in Georgia. I'm down here down south in the country. All right, let's see. Who else do we have? Your mom says we need 7 more likes. Oh, yeah, we only need 6 more likes, guys. Hit us with 6 more likes, and we're going to go ahead and weigh this fish and see who can win this $150. I really want to see somebody win it. I tried my best on Friday. I stayed out here an extra 3 or 4 hours on Friday trying to help you guys. All right, let's see, guys. I think we may be getting another one. Let's see. Come on up there and hit it. All right, they didn't hit that. Let's try this other bait. All right, guys, how many more likes do we need? We need 4 more likes. 4 more likes. And did anybody take the time to reach out to any of their friends and let them know that we are about to do the official weigh-in? Once we hit 100 likes, we just need some more schoolers. We need them to come up and start schooling again, guys. All right, we are at 99 likes. 99 likes, guys. Uh-oh, we broke the code. We broke the code. How many likes do we have in the chat? Let me know. How many likes do we have? How many likes do we have in the chat? Crockett says 100. Your mom says, someone please like. What's the temperature? The water temp is about 68, but the temperature outside seems like it might be in the high 70s. It's kind of what it feels like right now. The sun is out. The sun is bright. All right, guys. So what we have to do is the official 1 more cast. Once we hit the like quota, then we always have to hit the 1 more cast quota. The money team, the members of the chat, they know what the 1 more like quota is. I mean, the 1 more cast. What do you guys think in the money team? What is the 1 more? There's the 1 more cast right there. So that is the 1 more cast quota. Let's see if we can get a fish on this 1 more cast. Can we make it happen? Can we make it happen? Texas Noop. Texas Noop knows what one more cast means. I had to make one more cast. There we go. All right. Oh, my goodness. Somebody blow the whistle. It is time. Beep, beep. That didn't sound like a whistle, but it is time to make it official like a referee's whistle. You know how we do. We're at 105 likes. All right. Brian says, were the scales open yet? No, sir. It is official right now. I gave you guys, if anybody wanted to join the channel so that they could put in 2 guesses, the members of the money team, they get 2 guesses that they can make. They're going to put their first guess separated by a comma, then their second guess. In order to put 2 guesses in the chat, you have to be a member of the channel. If you are not a member of the channel and you put 2 guesses in the chat, you are DQ'd. It is a no-go. You get the thumbs down. Even if you get the weight right, you do not put 2 guesses in the chat unless you are a member of the money team. Those are the people that you see that have the badges next to their name. Now, the scales are not open yet. What I'm about to do is show you guys the fish. As I'm showing you guys the fish, I just need Steve Wimpy. Are you ready? Once he puts I'm ready in the chat, then I'm going to show you guys the fish. And then every guess that is made after you see scales open and until you see Steve Wimpy announce scales closed, those are the only guesses that are going to count. Brian says, how do you become a member? The link is pinned in the chat that says become a member. All right, Steve Wimpy says he's ready. So click become a member, and then you can join the channel. Or you can look in the description, and there's a link in there that says become a member of the money team. That is how you join the channel. If you join the channel, you get 2 guesses, guys. Whoever guesses the weight of this fish is going to win $150. So I just want to make sure you guys understand what we're about to do. I gave you time to join the channel if you wanted to. I gave you time to reach out and phone a friend and let them know what is about to happen. I really hope one of you guys guesses the weight of this fish so that we can make it official today. All right, let's see. Ben says, let me see. You talk a good blackmail. Oh, so Brian doesn't believe it's real. Ben doesn't believe it's real. If anybody has won the the Bass for Cash game, put I won in the chat. I want to see if there's anybody in here that has won before. If you have won, put I won in the chat. And let me just show you guys the fish. That's the fish that we're about to weigh. Big Lon says, that's some really green water. Oh, yes, it is. Look at it. It's nice and pretty out here, guys. All right, so DL Peck says he won. Who else won? I know some. DL Peck is a member of the money team. I know there were some people that weren't members of the money team that have won too. Oh, and then again, Pale Rider, he won when he was not a member of the money team. He is new. The N next to Pale Rider means new member. So Pale Rider won and then went ahead and joined the membership too. Shout out to the Pale Rider. All right, James Ray said, we still guessing? Not yet. All right. Steve Wimpy, you can go ahead. Once you see scales open, you can go ahead and announce scales open now. I'm going to be showing you guys the fish. Every guess that is placed after he says scales open will count. The Mass Bass, Tid says, must click on the 3 dots to the right of the link. That is to join the money team. Now, this is the fish, guys. I do not see scales open in the chat yet. There we go. Scales open. You have to put your guess in after scales open, guys. All right, Dottie says 4.08. There we go. The Bass Hunter is back in the chat, 2.89. Look at the girth. Look at the girth. This is beautiful Brenda right here. Shout out to beautiful Brenda. Remember, only 1 guess. If you put more than 1 guess in there, then your weight will be disqualified, guys. You can only have 1 guess in the chat. 1 guess. If you are a member of the money team, you can put 2 guesses in the chat. All right. All right, let's take a look at the girth. The girth right there, starting at that 10. Look like she's almost a cool 5 inches in girth, guys. About 5 inches. She's a nice one. She has some weight on her. Her stomach is fat. Her stomach is fat. She's a fatty fat. Now check it out. Let me show you that stomach. She's like, oh yeah, my stomach is fat, but my waist is slim. Beautiful Brenda says, oh yeah, I'm still sexy. I'm still sexy. If you haven't put your guess in yet, you want to put your guesses in fast. You want to put your guess before scales are closed. All right, you guys see it? Do you see the back strap? Do you see the eyes? She's looking at you like, can you guess my weight? Uh-oh, DL Peck dropped his two guesses in there, 2.91 and 3.06. All right, all right. All right, hopefully somebody's going to get this. I'm going to be kind of excited to see who is going to win. Look at her. Let's put her back in the live well for a minute. Let's put her back in the live well. Beautiful Brenda's down there. She's like, yeah, guess my weight so I can go back home. The spot remover says 2.27 and 2.34. John Doe says has to be. All right, that pickle is 3.47. All right, guys, so I see you in the chat. I see you putting your guesses. The scales are still open. All right, so Crockett says, tell us your guess. So I'm going to tell you my guess after scales are closed. So once I see scales closed, so John Joe says, weigh that pickle. Uh-oh, there we go. Scales are officially closed. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. Somebody is about to win $150. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? I know there's some people in here that are saying, man, this is clickbait. You're not really going to pay out $150. This is sponsored by, let me get back up here on my spotlight. So Bass for Cash, let me just tell you guys, it's sponsored by SWAT Lawn Operations. SWAT Lawn Operations based in Conyers, Georgia. If you need residential or commercial lawn services, pressure washing, all that good kind of stuff, exterior work, make sure you contact SWAT Lawn Operations. Now, I need everybody to start spamming the chat with SWAT. SWAT. I see you guys dropping it in there already, but go ahead and start spamming the chat with SWAT, and we're gonna get this weigh game started. This is Bass for Cash. You guys were guessing for $150. All right, there we go. I see SWAT in the chat. All right, hold on, guys. Let me just check something real quick, because today we're going to make this official. Hopefully somebody wins this right now. Then your partner can be out here just fishing for a little fun after you guys win this money. All right, let's see. All right, just had to double check some messages, make sure I didn't miss any important information regarding this Bass for Cash. But there we go. We're about to weigh beautiful Brenda. Are you guys ready? Okay, I see SWAT has been spammed in the chat. SWAT Lawn Operations. And if you could, if Alexandria is in the chat, if you could put the information in there about how they can contact SWAT Lawn Operations. If you are in the Metro Atlanta area, make sure you contact SWAT Lawn Operations, all right? All right, so here we go, guys. All the scales are currently closed now. So I'm going to hold the fish up. We're going to zero the scale in, and then I am going to tell you what my guess for this fish is. So I do not believe that it is a 3-pounder. I just don't believe it's a 3-pounder. I think it's going to go in the I will say 293 is what I'm guessing the weight is going to be. 293. That's the official MoneyBass guess right there. All right, so here we go. We're going to zero the scale out. We're making it official, guys. Let's get the scale on. All right. You see the scale is zeroed out. Now we're going to put the fish on the scale. And what did I say? Did I say 293? All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what we got. Oh, my goodness. 297. Did anybody guess 297? Did anybody guess 297? Do you see it? Your partner MoneyBass said 293. I was close. I was close, but no cigar. 297, guys. Do you see it? 297 is the winner. If you guess 297, then you have just won $150. Oh, my goodness. Don Bark says, oh, my God. John Joe says, sad. Oh, man. Who is the winner? Daniel says, MoneyBass's guess my guess was 293. My guess was 293, guys. I mean, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I was close. I was very close. I was like, I knew it wasn't quite a 3-pounder, but she's big. Beautiful Brenda says, I'm big. You know what she asked me? Does anybody know what beautiful Brenda asked me while you guys were waiting? Look at beautiful Brenda. Beautiful Brenda says, MoneyBass. Oh, goodness, guys. I was about to start laughing. All right. Check out beautiful Brenda. Beautiful Brenda asked me a question. She said, MoneyBass, My stomach is fat and my waist is thin. But does this dress make me look fat? And I said, nah, baby, your fat makes you look fat. Beautiful Brenda, you are obese. Check her out. There we go, guys. All right, so we're waiting. So the official, who makes it official? Steve Wimpy makes it official. SWAT Lawn Operations makes it official. So has he determined if there was a winner yet? DL Peck Fishing says, I see 296 and 298, but no 297. John Joe says the fish has weights in it. Oh, no. Come on, guys. No. Steve Wimpy says no official winners. 296 was the closest. Don Bark says, MoneyBass, since you guessed my weight, I picked 297. Big Ivy says no winner. Spot Rumor says keep fishing. I got to keep fishing. John Joe says I got 7. Man, wait a minute. Nobody gets the weight. Josiah says we got weights in fish. Oh, yeah. There could have been a weight in that fish. Why was her stomach so fat? Matico is laughing. John Joe looks kind of sad. How could you guys do this to me? I have come out here. How many fish have I caught? 3 fish so far. I'm disappointed. How could you guys do this to me? Nobody won. Terry had 2.98. So it sounds like, what was the weight of the fish again, guys? Put wing, the weight of the fish was what? Was it 2.9? Steve Wimpy says, LOL, you guys don't want this money. Now he's going to start to antagonize you. Brian says, run it back, run it back. So 297 was the official weight? Okay, 297 was the weight of the fish. Stop all that yapping and get back to fishing. All right, guys. But you know how we do with these fish that we catch out here. Let me go in here and make a quick video for you guys. And we're going to put this right on the channel live while you guys are watching. Man, I thought I was going to be able to get out of here early, guys. And look at what you did to me. Look at what you've done. All right, so now we're just going to make a quick video. Do you want to? Let's see, go to shorts. All right, so we're going to make a quick video. We're going to go ahead and release beautiful Brenda. All right, so we're going to make a quick video and put this on the channel for you guys. Oh, my God. Do you see that? It is beautiful. We call this fish Beautiful Brenda. Somebody could have won $150 and bought a hat or a hoodie because this is hat or hoodie season. Let's go ahead and send Beautiful Brenda back home. There she goes. All right, there we go, guys. Nobody, Steve Wimpy said, y'all don't want this money. Nobody wanted that money, Wimpy. How does that happen? All right, so what I'm doing right now is, as you guys know, I release little update videos. Let's call this, all right, got that. Now we're going to put a quick title on here, and then we're going to upload this. All right, we're going to tag some products. Make sure you guys check out the hats and hoodies. So let's scroll down here. There's one of those MoneyBass hoodies. So we're going to add that to this short. We're also going to add a hat on here. You guys like those hats and hoodies, and it is officially hoodie season. All right, so let's see. Let's put they will bite you. They will bite. And this is bass fishing, guys. We're out here officially bass fishing. All right, so now that is uploaded. So now you guys can actually go and watch that short that you saw me make live during this live stream. All right, so now I got to go and catch another fish. It's all your fault. Everybody that put a guess in there and did not get it right, it is your fault that now I have to go and catch another fish. We had 2 hours on the clock. How long have we been rolling? I think that leaves us about 30 more minutes. So I got to get out here and catch another fish within 30 minutes. I'm mad. Your partner MoneyBass is mad. How could you do it to me? Let's see if I can catch another one. More than likely, we're going to have to pack up and run to another location. Because, see, I just let beautiful Brenda go back home. And you know the first thing she's going to do when she gets back out there, she's going to say, guess what happens when you go up there and bite something that MoneyBass is throwing out there in the water? We thought he was our friend. But guess what he does? He pops us in the mouth. And it doesn't feel good. So none of her friends are going to bite anymore, guys. I blame all of the viewers. It's your fault. Nobody won the $150. So that was 3 fish caught, guys. 3 fish caught. 1 was official. So what I'll probably do is catch 1 more. We're going to do it 1 more time, guys. We're going to do it 1 more time. Let's see, guys. All right, let's try a shaky head real quick, and then we're going to pack up and roll out. So now we're back to fishing. We're back to fishing. You guys are like, MoneyBass, get back to work. Big Ivy says, stop yapping and get to casting. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. All right, I'll hop back into the chat in just a second. I want to know what you guys think about what you just did. What do you guys think about what you just did? Nobody guessed the weight of the fish. You guys were 1.01 over and 0.01 under. I think that's what happened on Friday too, right? All right, so let's see. What are you guys talking about? Roman says, I'm going to screenshot the bass and ask ChatGPT to do the math and science to tell me the exact weight. Crocker says, you catch them, but also release them. So that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't eat beautiful Brenda. She wanted to go back and hang back out with little Timmy. All right. Let me see. Mountain Man says, you look like a skinny version of Richard Simmons. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, guys. Ah, tricked me. It tricked me, guys. It tricked me. Did you see the hook set? Did you see that was a monstrous hook set right there. I just set the hook on something down there that was not a fish. And I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. All right, let's see. Want to dive? Let me see. I want to drive the boat. All right, yeah, go ahead and drive the boat. I gave you guys a boat tour. Tom says, do you use a spy bait at all? Yes, sir. I had one tied on yesterday. Didn't catch anything with it. I had it tied on just a minute ago, but I took that off and changed it out to something else because I wanted to really catch the fish on topwater baits like I did earlier so you guys can see those fish when they come up and hit the baits. So if you saw... Oh, I'm actually tangled on some line, guys. That's why I thought it was a fish. Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, my goodness, guys. Oh, man. Did you see what just happened? Ah. Oh, no. Ah. Oh, no. Did anybody see what just happened? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody what you guys just saw. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Did anybody see what happened? Put in the chat what you guys think just happened. I want to see if anybody knows what just happened to me. In the chat, what just happened? What just happened, guys? Does anybody know what just happened? All right, see, look right there. Can you guys see that? That's my bait right there. It's actually tangled on some fishing line. Oh, my goodness. Did anybody see what happened? Oh, man. Let's see if I can get this line out of the lake. Did anybody see what happened? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Now that is some strong line. I'm not gonna be able to get that line loose. All right, I'm gonna be looking in the chat in just a second, but let's get moving because I want to get another fish to the boat for you guys Man, I can't believe nobody guessed the weight of the fish. The closest two weights. So what was the official weight of the fish? Somebody put official weight. What was the weight of that fish that we weighed? Somebody put official weight in the chat. I want to know because I can't remember. Was it 297, 296? What was the official weight of the fish that nobody guessed the weight of? Because you guys didn't want that money. Steve Wimpy said, you guys must not want this money. He's antagonizing you guys now because you tried so many times and nobody is winning. The pot has even increased. And you guys are like, nah, we're going to guess wrong. We don't want that, we don't want that money. All right, so we're going to pack up and roll out. But yeah, put official weight in there. And also, I want to know, does anybody know what just happened to me? I know you guys may have heard it, but I don't know if you saw it. I'm going to actually go back and watch the replay myself. The official weight was 297. My guess was 293. I think somebody guessed 296 and somebody also guessed 298. Was that correct? So you guys missed it by 0.01. Once again, you guys missed it. All right, let's see. All right, let's see what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna do a dash for cash now. Ken says your rod almost went for a swim. That is correct. My rod did go for a swim and it was sinking fast. I almost fell in the lake myself trying to grab it. All right, guys, back at it again. Since nobody wanted that money, you have me back out here once again. I got to catch another fish, 14 inches or better, so we can make it official. Make it official like a referee. Oh, shoot, a referee's whistle. Oh, man, I almost fell in the lake that time. All right, we're looking. We're looking, guys. Roman says, oh, man, now that I'm thinking heavy on it, what just happened was pretty hilarious. Lots of, oh, no, and camera shaking. Oh, yeah, I was almost in the lake. My rod was definitely in the lake. Now, I want to show you guys something. Somebody do some research for me real quick. Oh, man. Okay, that's not good right there. Get a nice long cast. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about? Ollie and Caleb says, I love your boat. All right, I love it too. Really appreciate that. Freshwater sharks got to watch out for it. Oh, yeah, you got to watch out for that. Crocker says, what's not good? What's not good, everybody? What's not good is that nobody guessed the weight of that fish. So we're back out here trying to get another one so that you guys can win this $150. Steve Wimpy is like, man, I guess doesn't anybody want this? Nobody wants this money. He's been trying to give this money away since he increased the pot. I mean, you guys were winning when it was $5, $10. I think somebody won when it was $30 or something like that. But now that he has increased that pot, you guys are like, nah, that's all right. We don't want $150. All right, guys. How long have we been out here? What's the official time on the clock? We had 2 hours. How much time do we have left? I might do a little bit of overtime, but I'm not sure. You guys are supposed to guess the weight of that fish. All right, John Joe says, why didn't you get it? Shout out to James. James McCormick said, I haven't had a chance to go fishing in a long time. John Joe says, I need to feel the girth. You gotta be careful of the context, John. All right. All right, Kenny says, yo. He says, Wagwan, man. John Joe says, Crockett, why haven't you guessed the weight yet? Yeah, what's going on with that, Crockett? Why haven't you guessed the weight yet? Oh, we got some shade over here, guys. We have a little bit of sun cover for just a few minutes, probably. All right, time is ticking, guys. Time is ticking. Kenny says, how are you today? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's a great day. We're out here catching fish, but the money team and the viewers just aren't cooperating. They're supposed to be guessing the weight so they can get this cash for bass. Or, let me see. Ollie and Caleb says, what's your favorite fish? My favorite fish to eat, I would say, is salmon and flounder. Specifically, flounder from a place called the Pink House in Savannah, Georgia. My favorite bass to catch, I would say, is a largemouth bass, a big one. All right, let's see. John says, in Ontario, the fish are slow biting because of the colder weather. Okay, that makes sense. All right, shout out to Texas Noob. He says, I have you on a 15 timer until overtime. So we only have 15 more minutes. All right, guys, if we only have 15 more minutes, we have 15 more minutes, guys. We came out for 2 hours. Now, you cannot say I did not do my job, guys. You can't say I didn't do my job. All right, we only have 15 minutes left, so which means let's go ahead and get moving and see if we can get another boat to the fish. I mean, another boat to the fish. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Do we have a new member? Shout out to Crockett. Crockett says, I want 2 guesses. Crockett said, I want 2 guesses. Money Team members, if you could, welcome Crockett to the Money Team, a new member of the channel. Everybody shout out Crockett. Everybody put Crockett in the chat. Really, really appreciate that, Crockett. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what's going on. All right. What are we doing? We're doing another top water fish for you guys, so you guys can see these fish come up and hit these baits. Texas Snoop says, I'm officially on the timer. I have 15 minutes left. John Joe says, how do I join? What you do is there's a link that's pinned in the chat. It says become a member. And also, if you go in the description on this video, there will be, or any video, it should say, join the Money Team. Once you click that link, it will give you the information. Let's see, Crockett says, click the picture at the top left and join. Okay, there you go. So hopefully that helps you out. Let us know in the chat, John Joe, if you have any questions. Looks like we may have another member of the Money Team coming in. Man, I cannot believe nobody guessed the weight of that fish. All right, is there anybody in the chat that is not a member of the Money Team that has won the Bass for Cash? I think what has happened is as people have won, they joined the Money Team so that they can get 2 guesses on the next one. I'm thinking that that's what has happened, because I know there were people that were winning that were not members of the Money Team before. All right, the burning season says, what pound test looks like 12? Look at the burning season trying to say you can guess some pound test line over a video, but you're close. It's 10-pound test. This is 10-pound test that I'm throwing on the the braid is 10 pound and the leader is also 10 pound. I put this lighter line on there so I can get these long casts, guys. So we're out here looking at some points. We're just off of a point right now, trying to find some active fish that want to come out here and participate and see if they want to play the Bass for Cash game. So there's a little more chop on the water out here, which means you can look and see the ripples on the lake. So which means sometimes I have to change up my technique or baits or whatever that I'm using. Crockett says, not for me, I never won. He said, I just joined. The burning season says, drop it down to 8. Allegedly says, how often do you go live? Well, I was going live every day trying to get somebody to win this Bass for Cash. Once we increased the pot, nobody was winning anymore. So I was coming out here, but I try to come out here about 3 times a week. And each time I do, we'll see if anybody wants to win some bass, some cash for bass. The burner season says must be Seaguar line. Looks a lot thicker than 10. All right, so there we go. So yeah, so that's the line right there, and that is Seaguar. What's it? Seaguar Invis-X is the line I use. Burner season, you know you've been on this channel. You've seen me tie my line and everything. All right, let's see. All right, let's keep on moving, guys. Actually, let's make one cast with this shaky head, guys. One cast with that shaky head, and then we're gonna roll out again. Wicked Weasel says, let that pot grow so I can win it. So it's up to $150 right now, guys. Texas Snoop says less than 10 minutes. What is that? Less than 10 minutes left? We're gonna go for 14 more minutes. We're gonna break it off right at 1 o'clock. All right, let's see. The burner season says, yes, throw that Seaguar in the garbage. All right, so what line do you use, burner season? What line do you use? Oh yeah, everybody, make sure you hit that like button for me. We are up to 123 likes, which is great. It's outstanding. I really appreciate the strong support of the channel. Did we get hung up at the last minute, guys? The burning season says Sunline. All right, let's get out of here. This is got hung up again, guys. We got to keep moving. Time is ticking. Mark says, I love to watch fishing streams when I can't fish. Really appreciate it. I love to have you here watching. Golden Codex says, would I jump in the water for a 1K donation? No, sir. I wouldn't do that. Ollie and Caleb says, do you get mad when you get snagged because of the seaweed? So it's not seaweed out here. It's there are actually trees down there. There's all kinds of stuff. This water, some areas is like 100 and something feet deep, and then people actually put cover structure. They put trees and all kinds of stuff in the lake. So there's a lot of things to get hung up on, but do I get mad? Not necessarily. I mean, I'm still out here fishing. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying the day. I'm enjoying life. You know, trying to see the positive side of things. So it doesn't bother me too bad. It doesn't bother me too much. But I guess I was bothered that I did all this work and none of you guys guessed the weight of the fish. How could you do it to me? All right, guys, we're back for the grand finale. We have about 10 minutes left. Can I catch one in 10 minutes? What do you guys think? Put yes you can or no you can't in the chat. What do you think? Do you guys think I can catch another fish in 10 minutes? The members of the channel, I think they've witnessed a few things before that some of you haven't. So yes you can or no you can't. Shout out to Mark, says yes. Yeah, Buddy says, what's your PB? My personal best spotted bass is a nice, what was that? 5 pounds, 11 ounces. My personal best largemouth was sitting at about 8.57 pounds, a little over 8.5 pounds. All right, Crockett says, yes, you can. I have faith. Hippie says, not today. Texas Nuke says, yes. All right, it's going to be a tough one on me today, guys. It's going to be tough because time is ticking. The wind is working against me. But we're going to see. We're going to see if we can make something happen. Steve Wimpy says, it's so sad that in today's economy, I can't give away money. Oh, Wimpy, you're hurting them. Shout out to Brody. We have Brody back in the live stream. Says, yes, you can. Brody is a believer. Brody said, oh, yeah, you put in some effort yesterday, MoneyBass. He was commending me for some excellent effort. Oh, shoot. For some excellent effort, if I can get my cash right. All right, the water's a little more choppy, so let's change this out to a different bait. All right, do you guys see all those fish lined up right there? That's what we're targeting. Oh, we'll see if we can make it happen, guys. All right, got him. Got him, guys. And it's a good one. And it's a good one. Do you see the bendation? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do you see it? Who said I couldn't do it? Did somebody say yes, he can? Somebody put will he do it? Somebody put can he do it? Somebody put can he do it in the chat? I still got to figure out how to get this net, guys. It's a big one. Oh, my goodness. And it's fighting. It's a fighter. It's a fighter like Tyson. Does anybody know who Mike Tyson is? Tyson is a fighter and a biter, right? Doesn't Tyson bite? Oh, no. No, it's going to jump. It's going to jump. It just came up by the boat, guys. It's right here by the boat. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. It's stuck in the net. Ah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did your partner MoneyBass pull it off? How many minutes do I have left before 1 o'clock? Did your partner MoneyBass pull it off, guys? It's a biggin. It's a biggin. We're about to do this thing called Bass for Cash. Cash for bass, guys. Let's go ahead and get some things set up over here. This is called Cash for Bass. Your partner MoneyBass did it once again. I want to see yes, he can in the chat. Can he do it? Can MoneyBass do it, guys? Let's go ahead and get these hooks out of here real quick. And we're about to do this thing called catching bass for cash. Because that's what your partner MoneyBass does out here. I'm out here catching these younders. 2, 3, and 4 pounders. That's how we do it. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Now, I got you guys another chance. Some of you had already called it quits. Who was that said, nope, he can't do it? Who was that put he couldn't do it in the chat? Somebody go in there and let me know. I want to know who said that MoneyBass can't make it happen. Who said it? Who was speaking bad on my name? Isn't she lovely? Isn't that a song? Isn't she lovely? Oh, yeah. Look at the back strap. Look at the stomach. You guys witnessed the bendation. You saw it. I know you did. And how much time do we have left? Somebody said, oh, he can't do it. But the money team knows a little something about your partner MoneyBass. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at the stomach. Now, I'll give you guys a hint. A beautiful, beautiful Brenda, she's not quite as big as for Brenda, if that helps you guys out a little bit. See, I like giving you some hints because I want somebody to win. Is somebody going to win today? All right, let's put it on the scale, on the measuring board. Crockett said Hippie. That was right. Where's Hippie at? We're going to call Hippie to the front of the congregation. Is Hippie in the chat? All right, let's put her on the measuring board. All right, there we go. You see the 15-inch right there? That's 15 inches. Goes past 15. I would say that is about 17 inches. It's about a 17-incher. And she's beautiful. Look at her. All right, so this is what a Money Team members. Money Team, I need one of y'all to name this fish because the Money Team had faith. Who had faith? Who had faith in your partner MoneyBass? Now, see, I told you I'm trying to give away this $150 today. You guys maybe come out here and do a little extra work, but look at her. She looks good. In the chat, the Money Team. What are we naming her? What are we gonna name her? Let's put a little water on her real quick. She's in there swimming around. She's not happy right now. She's like, I am playing the guessing game involuntarily. Let's go ahead and turn some recertification on. Recert. Let's pump some water in there for her. There we go. So now anybody that's worried about her, she's in there doing well. She's doing pretty good. She's getting a nice jacuzzi bath in there. All right, so now there we go. Where is Hippie at? Hippie said, there we go. Hippie Dave's happy place says, I was wrong. You have mad skills. Oh man, let me sit down. Let's have a talk, hippie. Where's hippie at? Let's have a talk, hippie. How could you doubt your partner MoneyBass? And is hippie a member? Hippie is not a member of the money. Yeah, where is this mess? Hippie Dave's happy place says, I was wrong. You have mad skills. Texas Snoop says, money has done it before. Oh yeah. Crockett says, call her Faith. All right, Faith. I like it, Crockett. Shout out to the money team. We got Faith in the live well. Let me show everybody Faith once again. Let's take a look at Faith. Now, Faith might win somebody $120. Well, what was $150? Let's just take a quick look at Faith again real quick. Faith still isn't happy, though. Faith is still kind of mad. Faith is like, you stuck me right in my mouthpiece. How could you do me like that, MoneyBass? Take a look at Faith. Now, somebody should be winning $150 off of this fish, guys. $150. Can you believe it? And all you had to do was watch somebody fish. And you have to be subscribed to the channel. Do not put a weight in this chat if you have not subscribed. Don't be in here guessing for fun. You need to be guessing for cash. Because that's why we call this Bass for Cash. Oh, yeah. Back once again, it's your friendly neighborhood angler MoneyBass. Out here doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, where I catch the bass, weigh the bass, and if you have guessed the exact weight, I'm pointing back at you. You can win a smooth $150. Just like that. Just like that, guys. That's all it takes. Now, I wanted to see what Hippie needs to join the channel. Hippie needs to become a member. He says, oh yeah, I was wrong. You have mad skills. I have one or two skills. I have a skill or two. All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about in the chat. The average doctor says Tilly. I don't know what you guys are talking about in there. Money has done it again. Shout out to Texas Snoop. He said he had faith. Crockett definitely had faith. Said he named the fish Faith. Oh yeah, Faith is in there relaxing. She's trying to see if she's going to win somebody $150. All right, guys, we're sitting on 126 likes. We only need 14 more likes. We're just going to stop it at 140. Once we hit 140 likes, we are going to weigh that fish. That will give anybody time. Texas Snoop said time is up. Oh yeah, there we go. Time is up. Look at that. In the clinch, your partner did it again. Your partner did it again. All right, so what we're going to do, Crockett says 150. That is correct. All right, so this is what we're doing, guys. Some people were asking, how do you become a member? How do you become a member of the money team? Those are the people that you see in the chat. Like, shout out to Joe Winkler. Shout out to Crockett. Shout out to DL Peck Fishing, Texas Snoop. Those people that you see with the badges next to their name, Steve Wimpy. Those are the members of the money team. The money team members get 2 guesses per fish. So they get twice the opportunity as a regular viewer, well, as a regular subscriber. You have to make sure you're subscribed, guys. The regular subscribers, you get 1 guess per fish. The members of the channel, the money team, you get 2 guesses. So you get twice the chance of being able to win this $150. In order to join, the link is pinned in the chat. It says become a member. It is also in the description where it says become a member of the channel, become a member of the money team, something like that. And also, I believe you can click the little $ right next to where you're typing the messages in and click that membership link. So there's a few different ways that you can do that. Does anybody have any questions about that? All right, Zay just says, I just got here. Can I do a last guess? Oh yeah, hit that subscribe button and you can have 1 guess. If you guess the weight of the fish, you are eligible to win $150, just like that, just that easy. If you want 2 guesses or you want to support the channel, all of that good stuff, make sure you become a member of the channel, guys. We come out here sometimes 2, 3, 4. I think last week I was out here 5 times trying to see who could win the guessing game, the Bass for Cash. I guess we got kind of like a fishing game show going on here, guys. So it's kind of fun. We're making it happen. Zay Ray says, I subbed, brother. All right, good deal. Everybody shout out Zay. Everybody put Zay in the chat. We have a new subscriber. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We need 13 more likes. Once we get 13 more likes is all we need. 13 more likes, then we're going to weigh this fish. The angler, which is me, catches the fish. I show you guys the fish on the measuring board, the scale. I show you the length, the width, the girth. You guys already saw the bendation. You saw that rod bending. and I am a rod bender. I'm with the Rod Benders Bass Club, guys. But you saw the bendation. Once you see that bendation, once you see the length, the width, the girth, all that kind of stuff, once we get those likes up to 140, we only need 9 more likes. Then Steve Wimpy is going to open the scales. He's going to open the scales. Once he says scales open, you guys better put your weights in there, but only guess one time. If you are a member of the Money Team, you put 2 guesses in the same message, separated with a comma. All right. All right. Pale Rider said he has to take off. Let me see. Got to run. Good luck to all. Oh, Pale Rider, you're going to miss the weigh-in. All right. So we only need 8 more likes, guys. Hawk Fan says 150 likes for $150. You know, that sounded pretty good. That sounded pretty good. But we're gonna do it at 140 because we did the countdown to 1 o'clock. So I'm actually in overtime, but I caught that fish. Texas Snoop, what do you think about it, Texas Snoop? Did your partner come through? Did I come through in the clutch once again? Yesterday, I culled a fish right at the end of the tournament. I don't know what it is about pressure. Your partner MoneyBass likes the pressure. I like living on the wild side. I think I told y'all that. Put a little pressure on me. That's when your partner bulks up. That's when I hulk up on them. I turn into the green man on them when they put some pressure on me. All right, Crockett says, you had 4 minutes left, Money. Oh, yeah, there we go. Shout out to Texas Snoop and Crockett. Shout out to the Money Team. All right, we only need 8 more likes. Rogers Family Outdoor Adventure says, everyone like up. Yeah, we only need 8 more likes, guys. What is going to happen for anybody that does not know? Once we get 140 likes, we are going to do this thing called Bass for Cash. You are eligible to compete for this. And all it takes is for you to guess the weight of the fish. I'm going to show you this fish that's in the live well. Let me just show it to you guys again. Now, this is Faith. This is Faith right here. Do you guys see Faith down there? She's just relaxing. She's a little mad because she's like, my mouth hurts. You know, I thought I was about to get me a nice meal, but MoneyBass stuck me right in the mouthpiece. Right in the mouthpiece. Let me show you guys Faith again, so you guys can keep getting an idea. Faith is about 17 inches long. She said, yeah, my stomach is fat, but my waist is still thin. She says, oh, yeah, I'm sexy, too, just like Big Bertha. I'm sexy just like Big Bertha. Look at her. But, yeah, this right here can give you guys a chance to win $150, and all you have to do is guess her weight. That's all. We just need 8 more likes. So we're going to get those 8 more likes. Crockett says, nice belly. Steve Wimpy said, I'm ready. All right, guys. All right. For those people who stay tuned in, I see the numbers have dropped. I guess people were like, hey, man, I don't think we're going to be able to win this Bass for Cash. I want somebody to win this Bass for Cash. We're at 134 likes. Let's just get 1 more like. How about that? I'll cut it short. I caught it in the clutch the last minute of the day. I had 4 minutes left. We just hit 135. All right, so now, whenever Wimpy says scales are open, then we are officially starting the guessing game. Shout out to SWAT. Everybody put SWAT in the chat. SWAT Lawn Operations. Put SWAT in the chat, guys. We're about to get this thing cracking. And as soon as you guys see the word scales open, then you start putting your guesses in the chat. And for anybody that is just tuning in, let me show you the fish again. All right, and so this is Faith. You got to have faith. All right, scales are now officially open. If you have already entered a weight, you have to enter your weight after the scales are open. Shout out to Bass Hunter. All right, Bass Hunter, you get 2 guesses, Bass Hunter. I saw you put 1 in there. So you want to put your weight separated with a comma by the second. Okay, you put your 2 guesses in there. All right, so Wimpy, take note of that. Bass Hunter put his 2 guesses in, but they're just in 2 different messages. All right, there we go, guys. There we go. Shout out to the Money Team. Money Team members get 2 guesses. Those are the members of the channel. Everybody else, put 1 guess in the chat. And you guys can keep guessing until you see scales close. Once he says scales are closed, there we go. It's about 17 inches when you put her on the scale. Now, Faith showed you guys what the definition of bendation is. She was like, oh, yeah, MoneyBass, let me show him. Let me show him a little something. All right, so you guys, somebody needs to win this $150. The Mass Bass. Tid came in with the 318. The Mass Bass. Tid, you only get one guest, partner. What's going on with that? What's up with it? All right, let's see. Rogers fan. Okay, yeah, you guys are coming through. Big Ivy, he hit us with the 2.97. Now, I did give you guys a hint. I gave you a hint already. The hint was that, who did we catch? Beautiful Brenda. Beautiful Brenda came in at a 3.97. Faith is not as big as Beautiful Brenda. I told you guys that. You have to listen to your Blues Clues. Does anybody know about Blues Clues? Beautiful Brenda was 2.97. Faith, let me show you guys Faith. Faith is not as big as Beautiful Brenda. And I can see by the guesses, some of you guys weren't listening to your Blues Clues. Do you see it? Do you see her stomach? She's like, oh yeah, I'm lovely, I'm pretty. Dottie says, I heard that hint. Oh yeah, you gotta keep your eyes and ears open. You know, I'm dropping some hints. The Mass Bass. Tid says, oh, I didn't hear the hint. Oh yeah, you have to stay tuned in. You gotta listen to it. You gotta keep your eyes and ears open. We have about 83 people in the chat. Can we get 5 more likes, guys? We need to hit that 140 on the likes. DL Peck says, Blues Clues. No, you have kiddos. I guess that was another Blues Clue for you right there, right, DL Peck Fishing? All right, let's see. The Delta Hook set says, good stuff. Good stuff, Skipper. Keep up the great work. Oh, yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're trying to get to 140 likes. So there we go. In the clutch, we have 15 minutes left. We hit 1 or 2 spots. You guys, you told me you were like, MoneyBass, you only got 5 minutes left. Are you going to get it cracking? Scales are officially closed. Scales are closed, guys. So everybody that put a guess in between scales open and scales closed, you are in the running to win $150. So what I'm going to do, as you guys spam the chat with SWAT, SWAT. This payout is being brought to you by SWAT Lawn Operations, located in Conyers, Georgia. If you are in the need of any residential or commercial lawn services, make sure you reach out to SWAT Lawn Services, guys. That is the official sponsor of this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, before we do that, you know I have to make the Texas Noop, you know what I'm about to say, right? I got to make the official one last cast. I got to make the official last cast. So let's take a look. Let's make the official last cast first. Let's see something. Let me just check something out real quick. We're going to make it official with the last cast, and we're going to get the weight on. All right, so I see you guys hitting SWAT in the chat. All right, Wimpy, if you could, can you put, and actually in the chat, is there anybody in the Atlanta area that needs residential or commercial lawn services? Just want to know. Just put yes in the chat if you do. Just want to get an idea, because we're worldwide. We have people in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Canada, Iran. Where else did we say? Turkey, India. So we're worldwide in here. All right, Wimpy says, I knew it. What did you know? I missed it. Ben says, stop stalling and get on with it. Shout out to Hippie. Hippie Dave says, thanks, SWAT, for sponsoring my win. Hippie says, I'm going to win it. Hippie, you need to be a member of the Money Team. You need to go ahead and join and be a member of the Money Team, because now I think you have faith. You have faith in your partner, MoneyBass, now. You got to have a little faith. Who was that to sing that song? All right, Justin says, I'm in Knox Vegas. Oh, yeah, Poland. We had Poland in the chat, so I don't know if Poland is going to need some lawn services. The law says the Minutemen militia is here. Oh, man, we got the militia checking in. The militia likes fishing. Poland likes fishing. Iran, Iraq likes fishing. Uzbekistan, I've never even heard of it before, but they like fishing too. They're like, oh, yeah, MoneyBass, we watch you over there. We want to see you catch some fishes. And they also want to play the Bass for Cash game. What you going to do with that money over there? All right, so we're gonna make one last cast, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the weight on. Now, if this one last cast, if I get another fish, then we'll do the guessing game one more again. But that fish, as soon as it hit the water, it was like kapow. Let's see. Let's hit the spot lock. Steve Wimpy said, I knew it. All right, guys. That cast was crooked. So that cast didn't count. That cast didn't count. This is the last cast right here. That cast right there didn't count because it was crooked. Let's see if we can get one more fish real quick, guys. So we're making it official. This is the official last cast right here. All right, it's official. That was the last cast. Let's go ahead and pack it up. And now we're about to do Bass for Cash. Hopefully everybody has put their guesses in the chat because the scales were open, but now they're closed. The scales were open, but now they're closed. Your partner MoneyBass came through in the clutch. I need somebody to give me a shout out. Somebody put MoneyBass in the chat. Somebody put MoneyBass in the chat. I did my job. My job was to come out here and catch some bass so that you can win some cash. So I caught the bass. Now it's up to one of you guys to win the cash. All right. Oh, yeah. I see it. I see it. Everybody put MoneyBass in the chat because I did it. I did my job. And I came through at the last minute. All right. So here we go, guys. Everybody has seen the fish for our weigh. Faith. Now, this fish's name is Faith. Shout out to Crockett. Crockett had faith, but Hippie didn't have faith. But I think Hippie needs to become a member of the money team. All right, let's see. Crockett says MoneyBass did his job with 4 minutes to boot. Oh, yeah, I did it. I made it happen, Captain. Uh-oh, we have John Gotti in the chat. He says, that's how, let me see. That how it when you're bass fishing, I do it with my girlfriend. Oh, my goodness. John Gotti, I thought, John Gotti, what are you doing in the chat? All right, let's see. Joshua says, that's a real fisherman. Always one more cast. Oh, yeah. And that last cast didn't count. It was crooked. I had to redo it. I mean, that's a legitimate claim, right? That's legitimate. All right, here we go, guys. Round of applause. Drum roll, all of that good stuff. Let's see. Is somebody going to win $150, guys? $150. And all you had to do was put a guess in the chat to guess the weight of this fish, guys. So there we go. So I am going to put my guess in the basket. So I know it's not 3. I will say this fish is 258. Your partner MoneyBass is going with 258. So we're going to clear the scales out. Let's turn the scale on. And then we're going to zero the scale out. You guys see the zeros right there? We're going to zero the scale. And here we go. It's official. You guys ready? MoneyBass said 258. And I am off this time by a little bit. It locked in at 241. 241, guys. You have to go back and look at the weights. Once you saw scales are open in the chat, from the time that you saw scales are closed in the chat. Those are the official guesses. And the weight of this fish is 241. You guys see it right there, 241. She's a nice one, but I told you she wasn't as big as, who did we catch earlier? Beautiful Brenda. 241, guys, 241. All right, let's put her back in the live well. Joshua Wilhelm says, I'm a winner. We got to make it official. Joshua Wilhelm got, oh my goodness. Joshua, are you a member of the channel? Joshua, you need to become a member of the money team if you won. You got to make it official. Crockett says, God bless and have a great one. Oh, my goodness. Did he get it? Uh-oh. Roger says he is not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But guess who makes it official? Steve Wimpy. Steve Wimpy is going through the chat. He is going through. Your guess had to be in the chat between the time where the scales were open and the scales were closed. All right. All right, so we're just waiting, guys. We're waiting in suspense. The suspense is thick. Who's gonna make it happen? Matico says, Steve, change mine to the right number. Rogers family says he definitely won. All right, so we're waiting for Wimpy to make it official. And while he's making it official, I can make one last cast. I can make one last cast, guys. Let's try to see if we can get one on a shaky head with this last cast. Let's see. Chad on the road says, only caught 2 bass Monday. Tough day. The small lake I was at, the water level was down. Oh, yeah, it's tough times. Joshua Wilhelm is the official winner. Oh, my goodness. Everybody put Joshua in the chat. Oh, my goodness, Joshua. 150. All right, Joshua, in the chat, let us know, where are you from? Where are you from, Joshua? Yeah, everybody put Joshua in the chat. Joshua, let us know, where are you from? Oh, my goodness. Shout out to the Money Team, DL Peck, Crockett, Texas Snoop. Where are you from, Joshua? He says he's from Dothan, Alabama. Am I pronouncing that? Is it Dothan or Dothan? I think it's Dothan, right? Dothan, Alabama. All right, so Mr. Steve Wimpy, if you could, let him know how he collects his winnings. Nice payday right there, Joshua. Joshua just tuned in. And Joshua, how long have you been watching the channel? I want to know a little more about you, sir. From Joshua from Alabama, he is the official winner. Now, Joshua, when you come back in here, you have to let everybody know that you heard the ding. Go right to that Cash App so that everybody knows that you did get those funds. Shout out to Joshua. Dothan. All right, Dothan, Alabama. Good deal. Appreciate that, DL Peck. Joshua says, thank you today. Oh, okay. Oh, so you just started watching today. What do you guys think about that? Joshua just started watching today. All right, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, Joshua. And Joshua, got another question. Are you going to become a member of the Money Team? Are you going to become a member of the channel? Look at Crockett. Crockett is like, wow, he just subscribed today. He subscribed today and won the same day. Zach says, hey, from New Orleans. All right, Louisiana checking in. Allegedly Froggy. It's from Lake Lanier, Georgia. Shout out to Dothan. All right, Joshua. Joshua says he just joined today. He said he definitely will. All right. All right, so it looks like we're going to have another member of the Money Team. Jonathan says, I'm a believer. I am a believer. Jonathan says, oh, yeah, I can do it. Good deal, Josh. Good deal. All right, let me show you guys that are interested in electronics. I just made a quick little pitch out there to those fish, and you saw all those fish follow that bait down. And as you guys know, that does not mean that you would necessarily catch a fish just because those fish follow those baits down like that. All right, let's see. Crockett says, yeah, you need to join, Joshua. All right, look at that. I might have to do another members only live stream tonight. Make sure you guys, if you are thinking about joining the Money Team, I would say go ahead and join, guys. We're going to start having some special things going on for you guys. All right, Texas Snoop says, Money, how many more casts are you going to be doing? Well, I just got to make my last cast. I just got to make a last cast. Last cast just means one more cast. So it's just one more cast. So I hope that clarifies any confusion. But yeah, I just have to make one more cast. Yeah, Buddy says, what was the weight? What was the weight again, guys? Was it 241? 241 was the winner. Tom Mick says, I lived in Dothan when I was stationed at Fort Rucker. All right, good deal. In 1970. All right, in 1970. 241 was the winning weight. I am out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia, fishing for some of these nice spotted bass. All right, there we go, Texas Noob. That was the last cast right there. That was the last cast. Joshua says, I work at Rucker. Oh, my goodness. Small world. I told you guys, you never know who you're going to meet in the chat. You always want to get in here and network with people. But shout out to Joshua. I look forward to seeing you in the live streams and the members only live streams for the channel. It'll be nice to meet you. All right, and Wimpy, what are the ways that he can collect his winnings? Crockett says, damn, don't rush him off. He might catch a monster. Bass for Cash has officially been won by Joshua. How's about that? How about it, guys? Justin says, a donkey. What'd you guys call it yesterday? A donkey, a swamp donkey, a mossback, a toad. I forgot what the other one was. Dan, you missed it, man. We just came through in the clutch and caught a nice one. Caught a nice one right at the last minute for you guys. Had 4 minutes left and made it happen. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the chat real quick. Talk to you guys just a minute. All right, big shout out to Joshua. And Wimpy, have you put the information in the chat as far as how he can get his payout? Big shout out to the sponsors of today's live stream. I need to take a look and see who were the sponsors of today's live stream, guys. Just bear with me. This is a live show, guys. We get together a few times each week. Joshua says, thank you, everyone. My son just caught a 17-inch yesterday. It was 2.48. All right. Big shout out to Joshua out here making things happen. Spending that quality time with the family. That is what it's all about, guys. Life is all about experiences. So make sure you get out and live life, guys. You want to enjoy it because time does go by fast, guys. Crockett says, oh, yeah, how does he get paid? Dang, now I got to get outside and continue building my new fence. Shout out to Hawk fan. Hawks fan said, oh, man, how did it happen to me? All right, let's see. A swamp donkey. Shout out to Justin. All right, 1 second, guys. There was something that I wanted to check real quick. All right, make sure you guys check out the products that we have, the hats and hoodies. It is officially hat and hoodie season. And I want to give a big shout out to Steve Dorsey. Give a big shout out to Joe Winkler. Always showing strong support for the channel. Shout out to Crockett. Shout out to Spot Remover. Spot Remover hit the channel with the $49.99 today. Spot Remover is the sponsor of today's live stream. Want to give a big shout out to Clint Perry and another big shout out to the Spot Remover. Spot Remover became a new member today and also hit the channel with the $49.99. Keep in mind, guys, everybody that supports the channel, the funds sent to the channel go to the channel and support the channel itself. So really appreciate that. Crockett, the Spot Remover, and Clint Perry hit us with the $5 for the new membership. All right, let's see. What else do we have in here, guys? Just bear with me. Oh, of course, November 9th and 10th. I should have said it earlier. November 9th and 10th. Make sure you guys mark your calendar for November 9th and 10th, we are going to be having a live on the water challenge. There will be 8 anglers. You will be able to see and communicate with each one of us while we compete against each other to see who can bring in the best 5 fish each day. There will be a lot of trash talk. There's some guys that are out there settling some disputes on the water. All right. All right. Appreciate that, Derry. All right, let's see. Does Steve Wimpy put the information in here? I'm just checking, That's right, Crockett. That tournament is going to be coming up. All right, Steve Wimpy says, Joshua Wilhelm, please drop your Cash App or Zelle for payment. All right, so Joshua, did you see that in the chat? I'm just trying to get caught up with you guys. Let's see. Joshua says, yes, sir. Did you drop your Cash App? I'm just watching to see because I want to wait till you actually put your information in there. All right, Joshua says not yet. All right, so do you have Cash App, Joshua? Do you have Cash App? Joshua says I dropped. Oh, so you dropped off and had to come back? All right, so yeah, make sure you put your you're waiting to see, put your Cash App in the chat. Everybody give a big shout out to Joshua once again. Joshua came and did it. He did it. Everybody else has been struggling, but Joshua's like, hey, can I hop in here? Can I have a guest? Can I have just one guest? I said, sure you can, buddy. Go ahead. You're a fellow Southerner. You're down there in Alabama. I'm in Georgia. We're both Southerners. We like the Southern living. You see that? You see those nice rocks and trees, the birds, the bees, the squirrels, the deer, the bear. You know, we like hanging around that stuff. Do you? Well, I'm assuming that you fish because you said your son caught a nice one yesterday. But yeah, so I'm assuming you like the outdoors like me, right? You see that? That's what the outdoors look like. As a kid, I used to love running around through the woods, hanging out, finding creeks and ponds and all that good stuff. All right, we have Jose. He says, first catch is going to be an 8-pound bass. I'll put money on it. Jose, we're finishing up Bass for Cash. Joshua just won. He won $150. All he did was come into this live stream, subscribe to the channel, and he hit the like button. I caught a fish. I showed the fish. Everybody guessed the weight. Joshua ended up guessing the correct weight, the exact weight, and won $150. And where are you at? Where are you from, Joel? Joel family says, what time were you at? Where I'm at, it is 1:33. Crockett says, look like Savannah River. That's right. Shout out to Joshua. So Joshua, did you put your Cash App in the chat? Again, make sure everybody watching, make sure you have marked your calendar. Spot Remover says, I provided 20. That is correct. So Joshua, make sure you put your Cash App in the chat. Okay, so you did see. I didn't see your Cash App in the chat. Put your Cash App in the chat one more time. Oh, I see. It's Wilhelm 1128, but I think there's a $sign or something that goes in front of that, right? All right, $sign Wilhelm 1128. All right, and so Steve Wimpy, just send confirmation that you received it. So 120. Well, I mean, what was it? 130. 130 of that is coming straight from. Let me go ahead and crank the boat out. Crank the boat up since I put my trolling motor up. 130 of that is coming straight from. It is coming straight from SWAT Lawn Services. All right, the Spot Remover says, I sent money $49.99, told him to cover my 20. I have no Cash App. All right, so I will handle that this time. But guys, keep in mind, funds sent into the channel, that is different from funds that are sent out for Bass for Cash. Bass for Cash is sent directly to the participants. But I'll take care of it this time, Spot Remover. Really appreciate you putting in that extra effort and becoming a member of the Money Team. All right, DL Peck Fishing says, Big Ivy Fishing, yes, we have a winner. 100. $150 are gone. All right, and let me do something right now. All right, Spot Remover says 10-4. Oh yeah, really appreciate that, sir. I always appreciate the strong support for the channel. You have become a member of the Money Team. We have a few more people coming in, so I need to do another members only live stream this week, so I can meet the peoples, meet my new peoples, which is always a good thing. All right, let's see. Now I have to figure out how to run Cash App. Hold on one second, guys. Trying to do too many things at one time. All right, so we're just out here handling business. We're trying to get Joshua paid. So that's what we're doing, because we want Joshua to give everybody confirmation. The Spot Remover says you should make a link so we can add to the money pot through the chat. Yeah, it's kind of complicated, Spot Remover. I may talk about it in the members only thing, but when you're dealing with YouTube and all these different things like that, there's some complications behind the scenes with the payment systems, with the way they're set up. Joel says he's from Indonesia. Did Joel say he's from Indonesia for real? Joel family, he says Indonesia, bro. Time is 2400. All right, 2400 midnight over there. Joel must be in the military. Are you in the military, Joel? Or is that just the way that you guys say the time over there? But big shout out to Indonesia. Also, what kind of fish are you catching over there in Indonesia? What kind of fishing do you do? And do you keep the fish, eat them? What do you do over there? Give us some insight. Let us know what's going on in Indonesia. It's always interesting to hear about different countries and things like that. Hendrick says, would you make it easier, Spot, but Steve does the payment, so it would almost have to go through him. That still probably wouldn't work, though. So I would say just follow the way that we're saying on here, because it keeps things simple. So if I'm not saying it, don't follow what they're saying in the chat, because things are a little more complicated when it comes to the way YouTube handles all that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. Big Ivy says, man, I had to handle some business. Usher choked that ink, man. I just had to pay $100 for some ink, and I just lost a chance to win $140. It was $150. All right. Wimpy, can you put his Cash App in the chat again for me? Once Joshua confirms it, let me know what his Cash App is. Joshua, please drop your Cash App in the chat one more time. All right, Joshua just got 130, and he has another 20 on the way. Joshua, if you could drop your Cash App in the chat one more time. We're waiting. And actually, while I'm waiting, I might as well. I might as well make one last cash right Texas Noob. All right, there we go. Wilhelm. All right, and this is coming from MoneyBass. Joshua Wilhelm won him $150 Bass for cash. All right, so he got some cash for Bass today. All right, there you go, Joshua. Let me know. Can you guys see it? We have the confirmation for Joshua right there. Joshua has received $150 Bass for Cash today. You guys see the confirmation right there on the screen. Joel says, Indonesia fish, carp fish, snakehead. Never eat bass fish. Okay. Sajid says, I got 130. All right, so Joshua, did you receive the additional 20? Let us know, let us know. I'm just waiting for Joshua to give that confirmation. I've shown you guys the confirmation on the screen, but in the chat, I always like you guys to see that confirmation because, of course, if you have seen, there's some people that don't believe that this is real. They say this can't be real. Can you just win some bass for some cash for bass just like that? Yes, sir, you can, just like that. Shout out to Joe Winkler. He says, way to go. Look at you, both have the same initials. Joshua Wilhelm, he hits confirmed it. He says, I got all $150. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We had the first big jackpot winner. We've had some smaller winners where people have won $5, $10, I think $30, things like that. But as that pot increased, you guys have to make sure you keep coming back. Always get active in the chat. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel. And please share this channel, guys. We are growing fast. I believe we should be actually to 13,000 subscribers by the end of this month. I actually had said next month, yesterday or the day before that, but like I said, the channel is growing a lot faster than expected. So really, really appreciate that. Big Lawn says, congratulations, Joshua. The Joel family says, bass for cash. Oh yeah, said that's a good lyric. You like that? Yeah, we're out here catching bass for cash. Oh man, wait a minute. Texas Snoop. I might need to make one last, no, I already did the last cast, didn't I? Texas Snoop said by the end of this week, I might be sitting on 13,000. We'll see. Today is Wednesday. Should I come back out here tomorrow or Friday, guys? Tomorrow or Friday? What do you guys prefer? I know some of you probably say both, huh? But I have to get some things done. DL Peck says, hey, let me see, Google it. There's different species of bass. Bass for cash. I love it. Big shout out to Steve Wimpy and SWAT Lawn Services. As you guys see, they are people of their word. They talk about cash for bass, and then they actually do the payouts. Crockett said come back on Friday. You guys want to see some Friday fishing? Oh my goodness, today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Time is moving. All right, there we go, guys. Once again, take a look at it. It is a nice, beautiful, sunny day. It looks like a picture out here, doesn't it? Take a look at that. Nice, beautiful clouds in the skies. The sun is shining bright. Nice quietness of the water and everything outside. Oh yeah, make sure you guys shout out SWAT in the chat. SWAT did that payout. Big shout out to SWAT. Frosty Mouse says, which bait do you use for bass? If you like artificial baits and you're just getting into it, I would say start off using worms and crankbait, something simple like that. And then just start searching on YouTube for videos and kind of expand from there. But keep it simple at first. All right, so there we have it. Make sure you have marked your calendars for November 9th and 10th. We will be back once again for Battle of the Anglers. I might be back tomorrow, guys. It may be Friday instead. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow and Friday. You just never know. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'm really enjoying the format change that I've been working on. It's getting a lot of good responses from everybody. So really, really appreciate the strong support. Big shout out to the sponsors once again of today's live stream. They are, let's see, we had Crockett join the channel. We had a new member today. We had Spot Remover hit the channel with the $49.99. Really appreciate that. You, sir, were the sponsor for today's live stream. Clint Perry hit us with the $5 super sticker, so really appreciate that. And Spot Remover became a new member. So it looks like the money team is growing, the channel is growing, everything is looking good, guys. We're out here having some fun on the lake, sharing some information, sharing the experience of fishing out here on the water, which I've been getting feedback from people, and you guys are letting me know that, yeah, you're really enjoying this, you're learning things, you're actually applying the information on the lake, and it is making for a lot of successful days for people. All right, everybody, I'm about to head out. I am once again an hour over where I was supposed to be, but I did it. I did my job, and you guys did yours. All right, really appreciate everybody. And if you are considering becoming a member of the channel, I would say go ahead and do that, because I'm going to start doing at least one membership live stream. I may do another one tonight. We did one last night. It was, it went pretty well. Brought up a few of you guys on the screen. We had some good and funny conversations about some things. So yeah, we'll keep doing that, guys. I'm really enjoying it, really enjoying the growth and everything. And the success that I'm having right now is really attributed to you guys, the viewers, the subscribers, the members of the money team. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. Shout out to Joe Winkler. Shout out to everybody that is really contributing to the success of this channel. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Got to go handle some business, but I'll see you guys on the next live stream.